The late-night lip service for lovers, loners, and lounge lizards.
Yeah, well, where exactly is your accent from?
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
I've forgotten your name already, excuse me.
On Talk Radio.
Good evening, dear listener. We're going to try and create a vibe tonight. We're going to perform an it's a magic special, by the way. We'll be asking, is Beyonce a witch? Apparently she is. She's being sued by a drummer for being a witch. Wow, Beyonce. And I lost a follower because I suggested that I asked the question. I didn't even suggest I asked the question. The guy said, well, I'm never listening to you again, idiot. So is Beyonce a witch? But I want a vibe tonight. We want a vibe. Let's make things difficult for ourselves this evening, shall we, Catherine?
Always.
Iain Lee, Catherine Boyle, welcome. We got Holly on the ones and twos out there. Her boyfriend Alan is calling in. It's all good. So, ooh yeah, a pretty baby, touching my willy.
All right, okay, now.
So tonight's show, we're going to create a vibe. Okay, and this is how we're going to do it. We've done this before. It's not new. No such thing as a new idea. It's not new, right? This is what it is. I want the alphabet of callers. We've done this before. We're going to do it again, okay? You know the alphabet, A, B, C, D, etc., etc., etc. We're doing it with callers. Luckily, the first caller is Alan, so we're in. That means... Jesus, shut up!
Oh.
Stop sneezing on my show! This green's making me very angry. I can see why the Hulk is so peed off all the time. We can change the studio to green. We might change it to another colour.
I've got another one.
Oh. I'll try not to be so angry this time.
No, it's okay.
Okay, it's gone.
I'll stifle it.
Okay, stifle. Don't stifle a sneeze. It makes your kidneys explode.
Oh, dear.
My barber, Murray, I named him. I didn't mean to name him. I saw his penis today.
Why?
He showed it me.
Well, he's cutting your hair wrong. Why has he got that out?
He said it does the bit at the back. No, he had to have an operation, right? This is serious. He's a young lad. He's 23, and they found 2 tumours in like his stomach.
Oh God!
And they said there's 2 ways in. We can go in through the side, but that is tricky and torturous, and it's a toughie. Or we can go in through your old chap.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Surely that's...
But they had to... He said he had 9 stitches... Well, they circumcised him. Right. So I'm guessing they went through the eye of the penis.
Oh, my God.
And to remove the tumour. So I'm guessing...
His stomach?
You'd go if there are any
pipe cleaner or something.
Any medical people listening, you'd have to put a tiny blade up through the eye, go and then chop, and then suck out like a little Hoover.
Oh my
suck out
God.
his. What can I just say? By the way, if you've kind of fell asleep listening to George's show because you're tired, not because it's boring, it's a great show. But if you fell asleep during George's show and you've woken up to this, wow. That's upsetting. That's traumatic. You're listening to great, informed, wrong debate on Brexit from George Galloway. Wrong. I don't know. He knows what he's talking about. And then you fall asleep, and then because it's been a hard week, and then you wake up and there's an idiot talking about his hairdresser's penis.
Can I just say, if there are any medical students listening, please don't try this one, because I'm not sure that Iain knows what he's talking about.
Murray wouldn't lie to me.
Murray didn't do it to himself.
I know, but he showed it to everyone, including me. So they went in through his penis to remove 2 tumours. Modern science is... We've gone too far. with modern science.
It's not really that modern, because when they used to make Egyptian mummies, they used to pull the brains out through the nostrils, didn't they?
They used to liquefy it and then suck it out through a straw.
Yeah, hooks and that.
Like you were siphoning petrol. You ever siphon petrol?
No.
You don't see it too often these days. I've done it. It's just basic physics. You just get on your knees and suck. But you've got to pull away before it comes. It's basic physics. Holly knows what I'm talking about. Have you siphoned petrol, Holly? Oh, come on. Please. Oh, I'm trying to do a grown-up helpline special, and you guys are deviants. We're doing the alphabet of callers. It can be your first name, it can be your last name. Stay there, Cads. You're going to be a little bit later in the game. Stay there. First up, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew.
Oh, yes.
Yes, man, you made it.
I'm sitting there cross-legged as all that operation. That doesn't sound good.
Well, what was even worse was sitting in a barber's chair while he's getting his phone out, going, here, have a look at this. And he's swiping through it.
Oh, right, so he didn't show you it live, he showed you a picture.
He showed me photos, because they said there is a danger if we go in through the penis, and these are his words, you might never get a boner again. Now, I don't know if the doctor actually said that. But he said, take the risk. And I asked him, have you achieved an erection? He said, yes. I said, have you masturbated? He said, this is the actual conversation. Have you masturbated? Yes. Have you made love? He said, yes. So Murray's penis, head case barbers in Windsor, his penis is working great.
We should all salute now the resilience of Murray's penis.
Well, he was saluting. He can salute. Murray, gotta say, buddy, he also cuts the hair of Dr. Fox. I hope I'm not giving away too many trade secrets. You did ask me not to mention any of this on the radio, but Murray, well done. Gentlemen and ladies are applauding you around the country. Well, just again to reiterate, not only does he give a great haircut, which I paid for, I'm not getting a freebie. Not only does he give a great haircut, he can make love. Andrew, you are the A of our alphabet of callers. Welcome. First question is Beyonce a witch?
I'm going to say no.
Okay,
I think.
I don't know. We're going to put down yes or no's. And it's one for the no's so far. At the end of the show, we'll tally up and we will send the results to her father, Mr. Knowles, Nicky Knowles.
Can I add? I am excited as hell because I'm standing here in the airport, my passport and boarding pass in hand. Next stop is Rabbit Hole. On my way.
Sorry?
I'll be there tomorrow.
You're flying to Brighton?
Flying back from Vegas.
It says on my screen you're in Southend-on-Sea. You don't need a flight to Brighton from there.
But yeah, there's one from Southend Airport. No, I'm in Vegas on my way back. So excited. Cannot wait for the Rabbit Hole tomorrow night.
And I've heard rumours, Andrew, that you've actually cut your stay in Vegas short by 3 days so you can come and see the Rabbit Hole. Is that correct?
What? I live here, but I'm coming back a few days earlier from a work trip, which I'm coming
over.
Yes, that counts.
See?
Yes,
on my way. This guy's a sucker. We're going to do a really long show. No, we're going to do great. Oh, Andrew, well, in that case, make sure... Tomorrow's show's going to be a lot of fun. I just feel, Kath, do you know what I mean? When I say a naughty vibe, I don't mean sexual. Just feel there's a naughty vibe happening at the moment between us. A mischievous vibe. I think tomorrow night's show at in Brighton, sold out, guys. I think it's going to be one for the ages. No, one for the Asians. No, one. It's going to be a Rock of Ages special tomorrow.
No, that's Pony, that film.
Okay, I was thinking of the song.
Okay.
Oh, it's in Brighton, so anything goes there anyway. So it's an interesting place.
It's such a cool place.
We'll have fun. Andrew, make sure you come and say hello. Make sure that we know during the show that you're here. We're going to give you a round of applause. We're going to give you a cheer. You're going to be the hero of the night.
Jet lagged in the corner. I'll be falling asleep.
Can I ask you something, Andrew?
What's up?
You know, at rock concerts, when the singer falls back from the stage and is caught by the fans and is passed around.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not
going to do that.
I'm not asking you to fall back from the stage, but would you be up for being passed around by the audience in the air?
I don't know. Let's have a look at them and see if I think they're capable.
That's fair enough. And if he doesn't do it, I'm doing it. I'm getting passed around by the audience in the air.
You do it. Yeah, we'll carry you.
Andrew,
I have an American diet. I don't trust them.
See you tomorrow, fella.
See you tomorrow.
Tutty bye. Andrew's coming tomorrow. Is Ben for B in the alphabet of callers. Yes, Ben.
Hello. Yeah, crowd surfing you're talking about. You're falling backwards.
Yes, that's it, buddy. Are you up for it?
What rabbit hole? What's that? Is this your show? Isn't it? Is it? Yeah. Look, all I've heard, mate, you getting on your knees and sucking or something. That's all I've heard.
Can I just say, Matthew Wright's tweeted, I'm hearing wonderful rumours of a huge rise in talk radio listeners between 1 to 4 weekdays. Thank you for your support. Matthew, listener figures don't work like that, mate. You've got about another 3 months before you find out, even longer. So don't work like that, mate, but well done. Good try. Ben, is Beyonce a witch?
Well, mate, I went to school. His mum was a witch. Like,
was she Beyonce? Was she Beyonce? Was she a beautiful pop and R&B singer?
I didn't believe it until her mates came round one night and we were there. And they had one of their, she didn't dress up or anything, but she was a white witch.
She was a right witch. What was she doing?
White witch.
So it's not Beyonce.
Yeah, what I mean.
Well, she's black, isn't she? Kinda. Was she? How do you know that your friend's mum was a witch?
Well,
the hat, the talking cat, the broom. What was going on?
No, because mate told us, but we didn't believe him
until you saw.
Well, some of her friends turned up. She was, and they have like a little weekly or whatever it is session,
of witchery.
I don't know, mate. I wasn't, who knows?
Who knows? So I really need to pin you down on an answer because we're doing a survey. Is Beyonce a witch?
In Hollywood, all this weird stuff. Yes.
Yes. Oh no, fine. Yes, Beyonce's a witch. It was 1-1.
Even Stevens.
What would you like to say to us, Ben, on tonight? Our special alphabet of callers phone in.
What I'd like to say.
Yes, mate.
I'm exhausted.
Thanks very much for your call. 0344.
Don't smoke in bed.
499 1000. Let's go to Caddick!
Hiya, Bob!
It's letter C in our alphabet of callers. We haven't got a D, an E, or an F lined up yet, guys. 0344 499 1000.
They call you back. Anyway, that tweet from Matthew White.
Yeah.
Are you serious? You do not believe what he says? Because this is the man that stabbed you in the back with Jeremy Vine.
Yeah, well, Jeremy Vine stabbed me in the back. That's the scumbag. Jeremy Vine is the scumbag. I think it's quite good that Matthew Wright is here, although I did hide it. I came in early the other day, and I heard him in reception, and I was in the basement. This is a true story, and I was kind of in a bit of a rush, because I had to get to a meeting in town, and so I hid downstairs. Not because I was scared of a confrontation with Matthew Wright. I could take him easy. I know karate. But because if I bumped into him, it would become a long chat, and I didn't have time for a long chat. So I hid in... That's right, guys, I hid in the basement while Matthew Wright was upstairs.
All right. And you know ninjutsu as well, because you had that book on ninjutsu.
I don't have any books on ninjutsu. I have no...
You had that free book given you when I was in Liverpool for the Grand National.
OK, sure, whatever. Is Beyonce a witch, Alan?
I think she is.
Oh, I think she is, God. That's 2-1 to the yeses, to the yays.
My theory, we haven't seen her for a while, so she's probably lurking behind her cauldron, making some brew to take out her enemies.
Alan, have a good weekend.
Thank you.
She's lurking behind her cauldron, making some brew to take out her enemies. That's conclusive proof. There is actually a story about Beyonce being a witch. We'll dive and delve into that in a bit. I've got to change this lighting because it is giving me... I'm hallucinating. Are you?
I don't think green favours either of us.
No. To change the light and put the aircon on. Guys, it's the alphabet of callers tonight. We need... Oh!
Red,
No! Get rid of the light. The light isn't... Just put the aircon on! That's better. 0344 499 1000. We need a D. We need an E. We need an F. Is it you? This is the Late Night Alternative, the Alphabet of Callers special with Iain and Kath on Talk Radio.
The late night lip service for lovers, loners, and lounge lizards.
Where exactly is your accent from?
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
I've forgotten your name already, excuse me.
On Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000, the Alphabet of Callers, A, B, C, D. You know the alphabet. We've got an Andrew, we've got a Ben, and we've got a Caddick. Now, this is confusing. Because now we've got a Carol. Good evening, Carol.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah,
hello. No, hang on. This is...
I've just got a complaint.
OK, well, you've got to... No, shut up.
My surname and my first name is two C's.
Well, this is what I was going to ask you, Carol. You see, your surname begins with a C, does it?
Correct.
OK. Your surname is correct.
My first name
Carol,
as
correct.
well, which is Carol.
Okay, well, you've just caused, and maybe I should have because we've already got a C. We've got Andrew, we've got Ben, and we've got
Yes,
Caddick.
but has he... Is Caddick got a surname beginning with a C?
Yes, Caddick. His name is Caddick. Now, here's the thing, and I should have maybe flagged this rule up at the start of the show.
What's that?
Well, here it is. If we get two letters the same...
Yeah.
We reset the clock. We're back to A's because of you, Carol. Thanks a lot for nothing. Thanks for nothing.
So selfish.
So we're back to A's. Andrew and Ben and Caddick get struck off the list. We're back to A's. I should have made that clear at the start of the show.
It's going to be a long night.
It's going to be a very long night.
Could you all pay attention, please?
So we need an A. We need a B. We need a C. The same people can apply again, of course. I'm not a bad man. I'm not a cruel man. I'm a decent man. I'm a giver.
A reasonable man.
That's it. I'm a very, very reasonable man. But God damn it, you guys have got to buck up your ideas. You've got to Peter buck up your ideas. So, alphabet of callers. So far, we haven't got anything. So we need an A, we need a B, we need a C. Hey! It's not my fault. It's Carol's fault. She reset the alphabet clock.
Can we all just spare a thought so we can send our negative vibes to Carol?
We got a G waiting. We can't go to the G until we've got the A, B, C, D, E, F.
Because of Carol.
'Cause of Carol. Oh, Carol, you have muffed it up. So that. 0344 499 1000. And if we don't get any A, Bs or Cs, then we... Hang on, I'll take that. Just whack it straight through. Here we go. Put it... Go. Here we go. Hello, Andrew.
I'm back. This is
the same Andrew that we spoke to earlier. You are back on the list. That is a perfectly legitimate move.
Back on.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Remind me, did you say that Beyonce was a witch?
I said that I don't think she is, but I don't know enough.
Hang on a second. Who is this caller?
It's Alistair.
Alistair!
Oh, God's sake.
You've reset the clock. We just had an A. Andrew, berate him.
Alistair, off my turf. This is mine. I called in twice. This is definitely mine.
Alistair, we've reset the clock. I'm afraid I have to cut you both off. Either of you can call in, but only one of you. We're now back to 0 again in the alphabet.
Because of Alistair.
Because of Alistair this time. The older generation are not getting this millennials game. We can only have... You've got to listen to the radio, guys. Got to factor in the 7-second delay. We're back on A. If we get two people of the same letter calling in, everything is erased. We go back. The people that, kind of not so keen on my show, you're going to hate this one. The people that love this show, you're going to love this one even more. One of those. 0344 499 1000. Hey, last night I got home, and I go on when I get home, because I don't have Twitter on my phone anymore, and I can't access it on my phone. It's great. The freedom. But what it means is, I'll have it open during the show, so I see what people are saying during the show. Then I go home, get some food, and before I go to bed, I just have a little look just to see the comments on the show, because it takes about an hour and a half to get home, an hour and 45 minutes once I've prepared the food, so let's have a little look, just to see what people have said about the show before I go to bed. So, I was online last night. And let me just... Hello, caller.
It's Alan. Now move on.
Thank you very much indeed. There we go. That was Alan.
Short and sweet.
Now move on. OK, we've got an Alan. We need a B now, please, guys. A B. 0344 499 1000. So I went online. I was online checking the thing. And suddenly there's a... And it's very windy on the way home. Very windy. And there was like a sort of flash. And everything went off. The lights... everything went off, the computer, and I was like, oh, hang on a second. Hello, caller, what's your name?
It's Andy.
Thanks very much. You just reset the clock.
Andy.
We're back to 0. So, and also, we're going to have an S list, and on it, Carol,
Alistair,
and Andy. So we're looking for an A to call in, please. And also, listen and pay attention, you absolute melts. So I went to the fuse box, and to have a look, thinking, oh, the fuse box has tripped. Fuse has tripped. It's a technical term. And it hadn't. The fuses were there. I'm thinking. So I went out into the street with my phone, so there's a torch, and looking to see if I could see lights on in anyone else's house. There's no street lights where I live.
Yeah, but it's daft o'clock.
It was about 10 to 3, right? Because, of course, there were no lights on, right? So I'm thinking... Okay. Then I went back in, and then the lights fizzed on for like 2 seconds and then fizzed off, right? And so it dawned on me, either... Where are you going?
That telly's on. Let me just go and turn it off. You carry on, I'm listening.
Okay. It dawned on me... caller, what's your last name?
Booth, B-O-O-T-H.
Okay, well, how does that help us when we're on an A?
No, you've had Alan.
Yeah, and then no. We had Alan, and then we had Andy.
Oh, I missed that because I was on...
Get stuffed. Yeah, what do you want?
It's Alan again.
Thank you, Alan. Right, we're moving on. Alan, we want a B. We want a B. It's really simple. I can't believe at 10:25 I'm losing my temper already. We'd like a B, please.
It's Friday night. They've all been on the sauce. We've got no chance.
03444991000. So I went to bed slightly worried that it was... Because it's, it's an old house and it was windy, that maybe an electrical... This is what I was thinking. Maybe an electrical cable has blown down and my house will burn to death.
You went there. You didn't think rapture?
I didn't think rapture, no. I didn't think rapture at all, because I'm not religious. If you could get that one, please, Holly. Thank you very much indeed. If you just do your job. Look, unbelievable behaviour. Just because she's pining for Alan Caddick, I know. Sorry. I even texted a local radio station to say, is anybody else's power? But it's a power cut. Because I woke up it's about 6 I woke up, took my eye mask off, and I could see the downstairs light was on. Turned my bedside lamp on, it worked. And so I put my eye mask back on and went back to sleep. It was a power cut. And it was great. And I loved it. And, of course, I grew up in the 70s. We had power cuts all the time.
Oh, yeah.
All the time. And Mum would get out the candles, long candles, not your Yankee candles. They hadn't been invented. We had long candles. And my first thought was, I should get some candles out. And then my second thought was, well, you're going to bed, and also you've got your phone. You've got the light of your phone. You don't need candles anymore. So that's my power cut story.
That's a good one.
It is. I love a power cut.
I remember olden days power cuts myself, and I remember my mum. We had a gas fire.
Yeah.
And she would, if it was power cut time, she'd make toast by pressing it against the gas fire.
Ooh.
I know.
That's not great news, is it?
I know.
Hello, caller. What's your name?
I'm whoever you want me to be, sweetheart.
I want your name, please, caller.
I'm Bandy.
Who?
Bandy.
Right.
Well, we've already done that, haven't we?
Yeah, well, then why have you... Well, what's your last name begin with?
Kane.
Right, well, okay. Yeah, well, we're on B. So you phoned in as A, and we've got to reset the clock again. What are these idiots? Right, can we just stop? So we're back to... So we've got 2 Andys on the S list. Right. Can we... Do you understand this?
Of course I understand it. I've got 2 degrees.
Can you explain it to them, please?
If your name starts with A, you're the first one. B, the second. Curly Cur, and so on, all the way through the alphabet. If someone's already come on with your letter, please do not ring, because if you do, we have to go back to A again.
And that's the bit that people don't seem to understand, right? I know that there's a slight delay between us broadcasting and what you hear, but it's not 5 or 6 minutes. Gatford, you happy to wait there, mate?
Yeah.
Good lad. We've got the G. We've got the big G is ready to roll. But the A, B, C, D, E, F... I mean, Gatford could be there until next Thursday, the way this is going. It's really, really simple, right? So we need an A to call in. We've got to listen, right? Got to listen. We need an A to call in. And Andrew and Alan, or Andy, if you want to call in now would be a great time. Hello, caller, what's your name?
Hello, it's Sally.
What is
Why?
This? What is this? What even is this?
Ashton. My last name's Ashton.
It's
so
not.
there you
It's
go.
not. It's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It is not.
No, it is.
Your last name is not Ashton.
Mum? Yeah? Is my last name Ashton? It is.
Hang on a minute.
She's just told her mum what her last name is.
Hang on a minute. Her mum didn't say yes. Let me speak to your
Mum,
mum.
is my last name Ashton? Yeah.
Let me speak to your mum, please.
Okay. Ian wants to talk to you. Oh.
Hello, Mum.
Hello, Ian. How are you?
You sound exactly like your daughter.
Well, I should hope so. She is my daughter.
Right. Is this
Or is this her doing a voice?
Is this Sally just doing an old voice?
No. This is, what do you mean an old voice? Bloody cheek.
Oh, definitely Sally's mum.
I can't hear the smoke alarm going off.
No, that's because she's with me.
Okay, all right. But you know why her smoke alarm is always going off?
Don't.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, I do. I've heard all about the smoke alarm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why the batteries go?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is Sally's last name?
Ashton.
Right. But then why on Twitter is her last name not Ashton?
Because I'll explain. Oh, she'll explain.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right.
Nice
one of those stories.
Bye.
Nice to speak to you.
Hello.
Oh, here we go. Now she's doing her younger voice. Hello. She's doing her sappy voice. Yes? Yeah, go on.
No, it's Sally Ashton. My real name is Ashton. I don't use Ashton, though.
Okay, so why do you use the name, and I'm not saying it on Twitter because I'm a gentleman, but why do you...
McNamara.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What is that then? What is that your legal name?
Okay, my legal name is Ashton.
When you say your legal name, on your driving licence and your passport, what name... Oh, this is supposed to be a bit of fun, the alphabetic causes.
It's going deep.
I feel like the Gestapo in blooming Great Escape.
Okay, right. I was born McNamara.
Yeah.
Because my mum wasn't married.
Oh,
And then I was adopted by my dad and became Ashton.
Right.
But I don't like my dad, so I don't use Ashton on social media.
You only use it when it suits you. All I can say is, right, and I'm not talking to you now, Sally.
Okay.
But if there's anybody on this phone line whose name begins with an A and their surname doesn't begin with a B, I'd put the phone down pretty sharpish. Thank you, Alan. He just disappeared. Oh, you laugh like a man. Right.
I don't.
Sorry. Do you...
Who, me?
No. Shh. You're getting excited. Yeah, you.
Okay.
Do your mum's... Do the impression of your mum again.
I can't do the impression of my mum because I'm not my mum.
No, come on, we can all do an impression of our mums.
Do an impression of your mum.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Sally's mum.
Don't you talk about her mother?
Don't be rude about my mum.
I'm not being... I'm not being rude. Don't say that I'm being rude to your mum who's only hearing your side of the conversation.
Oh, all right, okay.
By the way...
But no, it's...
By the way, someone has tweeted, Ian, maybe you should include middle names. Yeah, that's fine. Sorry?
Oh.
What did you say?
I was going to say my middle name begins with an F, so
okay,
no.
Well, no, we don't need to use... But yeah, no, we can do middle names. Of course we can. I thought that was obvious. I thought it was obvious. Okay, so we have now got an A. It's Ashton.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think Beyonce is a witch?
No, I'm my witchiness is not picking that up.
Now,
so no.
you tweeted earlier on that you're related to the most famous witch
in Ireland.
In Ireland. I thought you meant in the world, and I thought that was the witch from Room on the Broom.
Well, she's well known in America too. They've got pubs and that named after her, and there's a strain of weed called Biddy Early. So
there's a strain of weed named after a relative of yours. That's awesome.
Yeah, called Biddy Early.
Biddy Early.
Yeah.
Biddly bong. And okay, so what witchery did she get up to?
Well, she was mainly a healer.
Okay. She worked with
none
shoes.
of that naughty stuff.
Oh.
Sorry.
She worked with shoes. Oh, she looks like... I'm just looking at a picture of her. She looked like you.
She was a white witch.
Okay, boring one.
Yeah, boring one. No naughtiness.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then. Well,
boring one.
thank you for the call.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Now, Giselle. Hello? Hello, Giselle? If I move you here, that's right. Hello, Giselle?
Hello.
Oh! Giselle, now, we are at the very tricky stage. We're at the letter B. Are you applying for the letter B?
No.
Okay, stay there. Don't go anywhere then. What letter would you be applying for?
I would be applying for a G or a J, but I don't think we'll ever get to J.
So, ye of little faith.
No, she's right. It's never going to happen.
Yeah, well, ye of little faith.
And
K could come next, couldn't it, Kath? But no.
Okay.
Well, that could be Burr.
No, you can't. It's callers only. You'd have to go and call in.
Nah.
Okay.
Can't be bothered.
So just okay. Well, this is going to get okay. So Giselle, say hello to Gatford.
Hello, Gatford.
Hi, Giselle.
You guys need to sort this out between yourselves.
I'm okay. I can be a gentleman about this. I could do D. For my middle name.
I don't know what to say, Gatford.
Well, thank you would be nice.
Oh, well, of course, thank you, but I was responding to your letter.
Yeah. No, I'm happy to default G to you for my D when we get to D in about an hour's time.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Optimistic.
Well, but you need to both stay there because we're only on B.
Yeah, I know.
Giselle, have you got anything planned for the next couple of hours, or can you hang on?
Literally nothing planned.
There we go. This is my listeners.
I'm a bit tired. Could you hurry this up?
It's not down to me, Gatford. It's down to your people, the idiot callers. So it's supposed to be a little bit of light-hearted fun tonight. Came in, I thought, what a week. The Prime Minister being humiliated, me buying a lawnmower. So what a week. Let's do something nice, frothy, bit of fun. Just get everyone excited. Well, when we get to like X. We'll get a bit tricky, but until then we'll have fun. But about 11:15, we'll get to X. It'll be tricky. We're on A. We've done A. So, Catherine, could you explain what we're playing and what we need?
I want everyone to just calm down, okay, and breathe.
Yeah.
Because I think we're all getting a little bit giddy. It's Friday night. We're all feeling, devil may care. But this is a really simple game. And to be honest, you're ruining it.
Yes.
So, let's start.
Yeah.
With the very simple premise. We're going through the names. Middle name can be used. Your first name can be used. Your surname can be used.
I love the way you say use. That's cute. That is. Say used.
Used.
That's nice. I like that. Sorry. Go on.
You can use any of those.
Oh.
But don't do it twice, because if you do it twice, we've got to start again, and I will not be happy about it.
She's gone full on mank, guys. So we're looking for, what letter are we looking for? Catherine?
B.
A B.
B. For
so
bull.
We want one to... There are no Bs on the switchboard right now, so we need a B. We're also asking, is Beyonce a witch? So far, it's 2 votes saying, yes, she is a witch. And I'll do the Beyonce witch story in a minute, I promise. And it's 2 votes saying no. We have a D lined up. We have a G lined up. We haven't got a B lined up.
We need a B.
0344 499 1000. This is the late night alternative with Iain and Kath. It's the alphabet name special part. Duh! On Talk Radio.
The radio show that knows truth is always stranger than fiction.
Week Monday, I get shoes.
The late night alternative with Iain Lee.
Because they're too real to be part of my imagination.
On Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000. Good evening, dear listener. Late night alternative, Iain Lee, Catherine Boyle. You can listen on DAB, download the app, or go to talkradio.co.uk. Doing a simple thing tonight. 2 things. First of all, we're asking whether you think Beyonce is a witch or not. So far, it's 2-2. At the end of the show, we will tally up the figures. Well, I'm tallying them up now. We'll burn the paper. We'll recite an incantation, and we'll see if we can summon Jay-Z. The rap singer. But also what we're doing is we're doing the alphabet of callers. We've done it before. We're playing the alphabet of callers deluxe, okay? You need to call in A, B, C, D, first name, middle name, last name. Maybe you've got 4 names. Maybe the second or third. It's got to be in alphabetical order. If we get 2 callers of the same letter, we reset the clock. Simple. Simple and fair, I think. So far, after several false starts, we're making great progress now. We've just done A. Ashton. I mean, even that was a bit dubious.
I know.
The caller had to do an impression of an elderly, invalided lady to convince us. So we're on B now. Okay.
That's B for ball, bone, and...
Ball and bone. That's what Catherine thought of. Dear Dr. Freud, my friend, when she was thinking of the letter B, came up with ball and bone.
And bouncy baby.
There we... I thought you were going to say bumhole. Right.
Why would it be bouncy? Oh, God.
Let's try... OK. Right, we're going to tread carefully now. And if you're online, if you're on the phone and you hear your letter... Put your phone down. Put your phone down.
Unless your surname or middle name begins with the next letter.
Correct.
Which in this case would be C.
Right, so, well, no, but hang on, we're on B.
Yeah.
But I don't know if what this call is going to bring to the party.
OK.
Hannah, what letter are you vying for?
H.
Thanks very much for calling.
For God's sake.
There's optimism. Let's... H. We're on B. David, good evening.
Hi.
Hi, David. How can we help you this evening? First of all, is Beyonce a witch?
That I'm not entirely sure about, but I'm just waiting in the wings because I just want to give up Gatford because he's a cheat. Because he's not a proper David. He's a middle name David, and that doesn't count.
Right. So, bearing in mind, we've just explained the rules that if there are two people with the same name, we reset the clock. You're quite happy to go on a suicide mission, to go kamikaze and bring the whole thing tumbling down, David.
This is like a team kill.
Yeah, this is what you're doing.
Yeah. If Gatford's at the front of the queue and he gets it first, then yeah, I'm in.
OK, right, fine. That's great. So there's no point in carrying on because as soon as we get to D, David is going to blow us all. He's going to kill us all. He's taking us all down. He's turning the guns on us. So as soon as we get to D, he's going to come in and it's game over. What even is this? That is Brexit.
D is for div.
Okay, well I'm going to carry on, and I tell you, right, Gatford.
Yeah.
Stay there.
Yes.
David, Dave. Right. What we're going to do in a second, Holly, I'm going to ask you to put their fader down because I want to see if they can still hear each other while their fader's down because they're on the same line now. Right. So, guys, can you just talk? We're going to put your fader down and come back to you in about 15 seconds. And can you let us know if you can hear each other? Okay?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Put the fader down. You talk to each other now, guys. Go on. So they're on the same line, and I'm hoping they can hear each other without the fader because then they can sort this out themselves. OK, let's put the fader up. Did you hear each other, guys?
Yeah, we can hear each other.
You can hear each other.
That's something worth knowing.
OK, that is good. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you two on the line. We've still got to find B and C. This could be another hour and a half or so. You two need to work out whether what letter I'd tell you what. I wonder if I can do... I can't add...
I've got a solution.
I don't want to hear it. You put the fader down. You two, you decide what letter you're going to be. Bearing in mind we've got Giselle for G. So you two, you just chat away. They're chatting away to themselves now, deciding who's going to be D.
These are two grown men on a Friday night.
One of them is very grown. So we need a B, please. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. We need a B. It can be your first name, second, third name, or your last name. What we used to call in the olden days your Christian name.
Is your first name?
Is your Christian name is your last name?
No.
Yes,
No.
it is. Yes, it is, because we are, despite what some people will have you think, we are a Christian country. So your last name is your Christian name, and your first name is your forename. Thank you. Thank you. Silenced, because she knows I'm right. Thank you. So it can be your first name, your forename, or it can be your Christian name, or any of your middle names. 0344... It's Kath crying because she was just pwned on the radio. I don't like doing it, but sometimes you have to, don't you? 0344. If you want to cry outside, I won't think much less of you. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. We're really, really looking for a B. I'd love a B right now.
What's your surname then?
Hmm?
What's your surname then?
Sir Iain of Lee. Obvs. Sometimes your ignorance staggers me. Oh, is this guy for us? Right, okay.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, who is this, please?
This is Bernard.
Hello, Bernard.
Hello. Just thought I'd move things along a bit for you. I've got a bit of a cold, but... Hello.
It's very catching.
Bernard, it's so nice to talk to you.
Hello. I've been wanting to talk to you for ages, actually, but I thought this was my night.
Well, this seems perfect. We're waiting for a bee. A bee comes along. Yep. Do you when you go to him? By the way, Holly spelt Bernard Bernad.
Bernard.
No, Nard.
Bernards.
Bernard.
Bernards. What about have you ever been to America?
No, not yet. No.
Because you know how they pronounce your name in America, don't you?
No.
Bernard.
And Bernardo, when you go to Spain, I see.
Bernardo, yes, Dr.
Sure.
Bernardo.
Yeah, for sure.
I like the name Bernard. We had a friend of my dad's, Bernard Bowden. Strong name. Very strong name. Bernard. It's not you, is it, Bernie?
Yeah. No, it's not me, no.
Okay.
Sorry to disappoint.
They're not a disappointment at all. All right, well, listen, anything... is Beyonce a witch?
Yeah, as far as I know, she is, yeah.
I forgot another rule.
Yes.
I forgot another rule, and I should have said this earlier.
Yes.
If your forename and your Christian name, so your first and your last name, start with the same letter...
Yeah.
Right? Then we lock in at that letter. That means when we reset, we go back to that letter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I forgot that. So, does your surname begin with B, Bernard? Bernard?
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. You're okay.
Okay, that's a shame. No, that would be good, but thank you.
I would suggest we get my mum to ring in, but then that would take away from Bernard.
Yeah.
But it would be a double B.
But also, it would reset.
Yeah.
But also, it would mean you having to tell your mum what you do for a living. She thinks you're a librarian.
Yeah, she better not find out.
So that's it. So if you've got your forename and your Christian name, your first and last name, if they begin with the same letter, then we lock in at that letter. So say your name was Chris Christopherson played when we got to K, right?
It'd be good, wouldn't it?
We'd lock in
Can we
at
have
K.
a lock-in sound effect? I think we need a...
Yeah, oh, God, yeah. I've got loads of lock-in sound effects. Hang on. Loads. All right, so you pretend that you're Chris...
I'll be me mum.
Well,
I'll be Chris Christopherson.
Yeah, OK.
Ready?
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Chris Christopherson.
Hey, Chris, nice to talk to you. First question, do you think Beyonce is a witch?
Oh, for sure.
OK, so I'm actually going to put that down. OK. And so you're playing for the K?
Yeah.
Hey! Is Chris spelt with a K?
Of course it is.
And Christopherson is spelt with a K?
Yeah.
We got our first lock-in! That's not a great lock-in sound.
Not as strong as I'd like, no.
Let's
You've
try
not
this
got
one.
like a
Here we
cell
go.
door slamming.
No, OK, let's try... don't worry, we'll get there. It's a lock-on.
Oh.
Let's lock on. Let's try this one. There we go, that works.
Better, but it does sound a bit like you've gone to the toilet or something.
What is that?
Oh. Use that. We could use that for the...
No, please don't. Here we go, that's it.
No, it's too much. He's trying to find his keys in the bottom of his bag.
Let's hear the door. We're still looking for a C, by the way, guys. Thank you, Bernard, for that call.
C for coat, crayon, and
Here we go.
clown.
There we go. Right. So that's the lock-on. So, by the way, just to say, that was not Chris Christopherson.
It was me.
That was Catherine. So we're looking for a C. So we've got Ashton and Bernard. Weren't they a group in the 70s? So we're looking for a C. We've got the D's are arguing with each... Oh, here we go. One of the biggest C's that phones in. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Carol.
Hello again. You've just changed the rules.
Sorry?
You said that I spoilt the game.
Yeah, you ruined it.
And now you've just changed it because I'm a lock-in.
No, well, hang on. Hang on a minute. Your last name begins with a C, doesn't it?
Yes.
We're locked in! We are locked in at C. That means if we can't go back beyond C now. This is
Beyonce.
Great. Beyonce.
She's a witch.
She's a witch. Sometimes, can I let you into a broadcasting secret, Carol?
What's that?
Sometimes when
I'm bored with this game, are you?
Yeah, I am, but we've got to see it through to the end. Sometimes when I shout on the...
How many hours?
Two more. Sometimes when I shout on the radio, right, if you listen regularly, you'll go, why is he shouting? Sometimes it makes sense that I'm shouting, and sometimes you go, why is he shouting there? That's not really in context. And I'll tell you why. It's because I just drop a little fart. And I did then, in the shouting bit. There was no need for me to shout.
You didn't fart because you shouted too hard?
No.
Oh, no, please. If I smell
Broadcasting secrets, guys. I'm giving a talk at my kids' school in a month or so. That's the first thing I'm going to tell them. Carol, do you think Beyonce is a witch?
No.
What?
I want to know how Velvet is.
She's all right. She's been a little bit sick, so she's just on the dry biscuits. She's fine. She's good.
You can't put her on dry biscuits if she's a senior cat.
Yes, of course you can.
Because she's... No, you can't,
Yes, you
because her
can.
teeth might be
Her teeth are in great
You've
shape.
got to boil white rice and give her boiled chicken.
You don't give rice to a cat. That's crazy.
Yes, you do.
What do you think she is? What do you think she is? What do you think she is? She's an Indian having a curry. Think she's a Chinese person?
The vet told me.
Well, listen.
To do. So I'm worried about her welfare. I'm not sure I can leave you with her.
What are you going to do? Come and take my cat off me? This crazy cat.
I might have to kidnap her.
What?
Because you're not feeding. You're giving her biscuits.
Not like cat. No, I'm not giving her cat biscuits. I'm giving her bourbons and custard creams. She loves them. The sugar, you see, it's the sugar.
Make?
Oh, Tesco own brand.
Well, I'm not sure about them. You see, shouldn't be having sugar. Do you know how
Cats love sugar.
age an unknown cat?
Put your finger up its bum and then suck.
No, you look
Count
at
the rings.
teeth.
Oh yeah.
The vets look at the cat's teeth.
Or you could just ask
how
it.
old they are.
You could just ask it.
I know, but sometimes they just won't answer.
No, exactly, Carol. Thank you very much indeed. Right, let's put the fader up on the D's, please, Holly. So we are now locked in at C.
Do the sound effect.
Here we go. We're locked in now.
Right.
So we've got
a solution.
Okay, so have you two been talking the whole time?
Well,
that's a great little trick. We know that works. I didn't think it
It's
would.
annoying because I can hear you as well. So.
Right. Okay, all right. Shut up.
You were a bit loud.
Well, I'm doing a radio show, mate, and you know why I get loud?
Oh, please stop it.
Sorry, Kath.
Carol was deafening us too much.
So what is happening? What's the deal, guys? Where are we? Where are we at?
Okay. You go first. So we reckon that Gatford might be able to take the letter F for Foxtrot.
Is his name Foxtrot?
His middle name begins with F.
I bet it's something really poncy, like Federico.
No, it's from.
No. 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 No.
Took a long time. Well, in that case, then I'm throwing in the grenade. If he's having David, I'm having one of the name Douglas.
Right. So you're both going for the D's.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
You're only going back to C.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you're both off. So you're just wasting your entire time because we're still at D now. We're still at D. We're looking for D.
You make me sick.
Those two.
No, you.
Okay.
I can smell that. It's
fair
horrible.
enough. Fair enough. Yeah, it's funny when you can physically chew on air. 0344. We should be saving this stuff for the live show tomorrow because this is a bit blue.
I'm hoping you've got it all out of your system by
Okay.
then.
Let's see where. Good evening, Simon.
Hello.
Simon, Beyonce, which? Yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you very much. That's 5-2. It's looking pretty bad for the Knowles family. What letter are you after, Simon?
Well, my surname's Dorchester.
Ooh! I think I've slept in your back room.
You probably have.
Okay, so we are going for. That's a great name. You're not related to the hotel in any way, are you?
Well, I do have connections.
What, your dad robbed it once? Did he?
Yes.
Shut up. No, he didn't. Have you really got connections to the Dorchester? Because Paris Hilton is part of the Hilton Hotels, isn't she?
Yes.
Okay, Simon.
I do know Lenny Henry.
He's Premier Inn.
Oh, all right, okay. I've got mixed up.
Simon, you're on the list. Thank you for your call. What a great way to end that first hour.
D.
So
now we are looking for E.
Just to say, if there are any other Ds hanging on the line, I'm not looking at the screen, so I don't know. We've done the D, so if you're phoning up for a D, might be a good idea just to put the phone down. As we've just done the D with Dorchester, so we'll be ashamed to go back to see.
You have to be really selfish, wouldn't you?
So if there are, and I don't know if there are or not, but if there are any Ds waiting on the line and swallowing loudly, I'd suggest put the phone down, unless you're waiting for an E.
I can get you an E.
OK, stay there. We'll come to you after the news.
The late-night lip service for lovers, loners and lounge lizards.
Where exactly is your accent from?
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
I've forgotten your name already, excuse me.
On Talk Radio.
The Alphabet of Nations. Alphabet of Nations. Alphabet of Nations.
Algeria, Bulgaria, Cambodia, Dominica, Egypt, France, the Gambia, Hungary, Iran, Japan, Kazakhstan, Libya, and Mongolia, Norway, Oman, Pakistan, Qatar, Russia, Suriname, Turkey, Uruguay, Vietnam, West Xylophone, Yemen, Zimbabwe. Bulgaria, Cambodia, Dominica, Egypt, France, the Gambia, Hungary, Iran, Japan, Kazakhstan, Libya, and Mongolia, Norway, Oman, Pakistan, Qatar, Russia, Suriname, Turkey, Uruguay, Vietnam, West Xylophone, Yemen, Zimbabwe.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. You okay?
Yeah.
I'm Iain Lee, it's Catherine Boyle, every weeknight from 10 o'clock on Talk Radio. You can listen on DAB, download the app, or any radio app, or go to talkradio.co.uk. Alphabet of callers tonight, but we're taking it to the next level. We've introduced two new rules. You call in, and we do the callers in alphabetical order. It can be your forename, or it can be your Christian name. So your first or your last name, or the names in between. We're not accepting nicknames unless they're really, really good. Okay, 0344 499 1000. If you're a double banger like Carol, made myself laugh with. I surprised myself with that. If you're a double banger like Carol, who's got two C's, first name and the last name begin with C, then we lock in at that letter. It means we can't go back. But if say we've got a Dorchester, so we're looking for an E. Supposing we got an Evan and an Eduardo calling in at the same time, we'd go back to C now. Okay? And I don't want to lose Dorchester, because that's a great name. So we're looking for an E. Just before the news, we had Donna on the line. Good evening, Donna.
Hiya.
Donna, quick question. Beyonce, witch or not?
I think she's a witch.
You think she's a witch? What have you seen her do that makes you... What magic with a K have you seen?
Not that I've seen, it's just a feeling I get.
A feeling, yeah. Very, very dark feeling when you meet her. I've never met her, but I imagine you would get a dark feeling of evil.
Not that I've ever met her either, but I'm just a feeling I get.
I've seen her go on stage in front of thousands of people wearing nothing but a jacket, and no one's noticed, no trousers.
And also, here's the thing as well, no jacket required. Now, Donna, you said you're not calling in for the D because we've just had Dorchester, and that would set us back to C.
No, I'll let you keep Dorchester.
Thank
I was phoning in just in case you were needing the D.
Okay.
I ken you had a couple of folk arguing over it. So.
Okay, but you can give us an E, can you?
I can give you the E.
Friday night, why not? Let's have it.
My middle name is Elizabeth.
so's mine.
classic.
It's an excellent choice.
Classic. That is great.
Yeah, so I was lucky with that D&E, so I thought you'd get one or the other.
Donna Elizabeth, thank you so much for that. Anything else you'd like to say?
No, that's everything.
Good night. Was it Donna who talked? Wasn't Donna? Who was it who talked to us about the film club? Was it Donna? No, who was it? It was. I was thinking of her today. It wasn't Donna. Let me just phone her up and make sure it wasn't Donna.
Do you know what I really liked about Donna there?
Yeah.
She said everything.
I wasn't really listening. Speak to Donna.
Donna's done.
Hello?
Hello, is that Donna? You've just won £1 million on the Scottish lottery. You've won £1 million Scottish pounds on the Scottish lottery.
I knew it. That phone was going down.
Okay, right. All right, that's fine. Okay, well, that's okay. Well.
She's listening though, so she'll understand what that was in a second. Sorry, Donna. Such an idiot.
So we've got an E. Elizabeth. Let's go. Right. Hang on a second. Giselle, you're still rocking the G, are you? Hello?
Yeah.
You're still she's in another room. Oh, he's come back to it. You're still rocking the G. We're on E. We could be getting very close to you, Giselle. Stay there.
I'm here.
Your patience is appreciated.
We're now looking for F for frog, flip, and
Flange.
fiddle.
Annie, can I ask, what letter have you called in for?
I've called in with an F.
Mate, at last. And can I just say, it's the women that have got this.
Of course it is.
It's the men that have balls this up completely. You talk to our good friend Annie.
You know
Catherine.
why? And Annie will know this because she's a psychologist. Because the men they'll plough in, exuberance, plough in without thinking twice about it, whereas the women sit back and work out what's going on first.
Hubris.
Women have been working it out and planning ahead. That's what the women have been doing.
Exactly. Timing as
That's
well.
what's been going on.
Timing.
Yeah.
So where did your F come from, Annie?
My F comes from my surname.
You don't have to give the surname if you don't want to, obviously. Some people are a little bit funny about that. But do you want to just give us...
What it rhymes with?
What does it rhyme with?
It doesn't really rhyme with anything, but it starts with an F-A-W.
Four. I'm going to put down 4. There we go. 4.
Yeah.
4. All right.
Oh, and it's pronounced just like that.
4. Annie, the question on everyone's lips is Beyonce, which or not?
I'm going no.
Okay, but you don't sound sure.
No, I'm going no because I haven't seen the evidence with my own eyes.
All right, okay. Well, listen, you don't sound sure, and it's sick. You're going against the popular trend.
Well, that's okay.
6 say yes and only 3 say no. Can I read you the story, and then we can see what you think of it afterwards, and whether
evidence is always good. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give you some evidence. Here we go. Here comes the Beyonce evidence that she might be a witch. Beyonce, this is a true story. Beyonce accused of extreme witchcraft. It's not even like the fiddlies. It's extreme witchcraft by ex-drummer, right? Beyonce is apparently a witch, according to her former drummer. And it's not a story because Halloween is just around the corner. Kimberly Thompson, a former drummer for Beyonce, has filed a restraining order against the singer for, quotes, extreme witchcraft and, quotes, magic spells of sexual molestation.
Oh, gosh.
Among other claims, including using magic to control her finances, Thompson also alleges that the singer murdered her pet kitten. I can buy all of this. Documents obtained have found that Thompson has tried to file a restraining order against the singer. On September the 19th, Los Angeles Superior Court denied Thompson of the temporary restraining order against Beyonce because Beyonce probably put a spell on them. In addition to working for Beyonce, Thompson has also worked with the 8G Band on NBC's Late Night with Seth Meyers. Okay, and that's the evidence, and that evidence is pretty damning.
Weighty.
It's pretty damning, Annie. 4.
I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But if you genuinely thought someone was a witch, why would you bother with a restraining order? It'd be useless, wouldn't it?
Well, you've got to do.
That's like for humans.
You've got to use if all you've got at your disposal is earthly laws. You've got to do it. You've got to do it to try and buy some time. Maybe meet a warlock. Get just get the word out there that Beyonce is a witch.
The main thing that's killing the evidence for me, because I'm a definite no now, is that all of this evidence has come from a drummer. They're just not to be trusted.
But she's right there.
Well, drummers, and here's the ironic thing, and drummers are great at keeping time, but they are always late for rehearsals. That is a fact. They're always late.
Well, there you go.
But I don't.
If it'd been the bassist, I'd have absolutely taken it, but it's a drummer.
I'm a bassist, Annie, and you're right. You see, we are very trustworthy.
See? Absolutely, inherently trustworthy.
Okay.
Whereas drummers, no.
No, Annie, thank you very much indeed. Okay, that takes us to G. Someone who's been waiting a very long time. Imagine if she put the phone... If I was her, I'd have put the phone down just to scupper the whole thing. Let's see. Let's see if she's funny or if she's a bumlick. Giselle, which is it? Are you funny or a bumlick? Hey! Oh, well played! Well played!
There really only was one response.
Oh, Giselle, mate, well played. That has totally made my day. That has made my day. No, she's not funny. She's hilarious. Isn't that great? Thank you, Giselle. I know Giselle gets very nervous phoning up as well. So to deliver such a perfectly timed gag as that has made my night. Our listeners are learning. Thank you, Giselle. Although it does bugger things up a little bit. So we need a G. 0344 499 1000. Are you a G?
No rules nocturnal nattering for nightbirds, nurses, and Nosferatu.
All right, cool.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
By the way, on a serious note, Chico has had a stroke. It's being reported as a stroke now because he was talking it might have been a heart attack. Chico's had a stroke. I met him once in the most un-showbiz thing. On the Holloway Road... this was years ago, man. This was 10 years ago. There was a really good, it looked a bit scummy, but it was great, vegetarian Indian restaurant. And I went there with my mate Chris, a tiny little place. And I went there with my mate Chris, and no one else was in there, but sat in the corner. It was Chico. And I was a little bit famous, and Chico was Chico famous. And I went, all right, Chico. He went, all right, Ian. And we had a little chat, and then we went back to our meals, and I just literally spoke to him for a minute. An event he probably won't even remember, and it was absolutely delightful. And I've got a soft spot for Chico. I know he was a joke, but what a joke! Anyone, I mean, a joke in as much as it's Chico time. Anyone who can make a career, and he's done pretty well out of that. Good, you've got to respect that. You've got to respect that. So I don't know the fella, but he's only a couple of years older than me, I think, and he's got a wife and kids, and he's had a stroke. So Chico, get well soon. Okay, so we've got so far Ashton, Bernard, Carol, Double C, locked in at sea, Dorchester, Elizabeth, and four. So we're looking for a G. Look who's back. Looking like what the cat's dragged in? Gatford.
Claiming the G.
Yeah, okay, it all works.
Claiming the G sounds wrong.
Yeah.
It's better than claiming the A.
Yeah, it doesn't, yeah.
All right, Gatford, Beyonce, witch or not?
No, but Jay-Z is a warlock.
Okay, well, that's Monday's phone-in, mate, so...
If you just stick to the question.
That's Monday's phone-in with Matthew Wright. Is Jay-Z a warlock? Why is he with such a hot lady? Is he killing virgins?
Or maybe Jeremy Kyle could do it in his usual Jeremy Kyle question way that he does on the telly.
Yeah.
Is Jay-Z a warlock? Do you know a warlock? Have you ever seen a warlock? Have you looked like a warlock? Have you ever felt like a warlock in your time? If you've ever thought about warlocks, give me a call now.
Jeremy Kyle, of course, on tomorrow. I think at 1 o'clock is he on? It's a great listen. Honestly,
he's good, isn't he?
He's really good, and he's completely different from the Jeremy Kyle on the telly. It's a good listen. It's my top tip.
I tell you who else could do it. Whoever's sitting in for Eamon Holmes on Monday could do it.
Well, Eamon Holmes will be in on Monday. It's the Eamon Holmes. The Eamon Holmes show. Eamon Holmes will be in. I don't know what you're talking about. What is this weekend holding for you, Gatford? As people know, Catherine and I will be travelling to Brighton, which is the capital of Britain's sexual perversity, and we'll be indulging in some SPs. But what will you be doing, Gatford?
Well, tomorrow morning, be getting up and going to be going back to my house and cooking a lasagna.
Well, where are you now, then?
I'm at my mum's.
Oh.
What?
Got some bad news, I'm afraid. Jeremy Carl's been in and he left us the DNA results. That ain't your mum.
What?
That ain't your mum. Get out of there. Get out of there as quickly as you can. That ain't your mum.
Well, the only problem is she has to lock the front door.
Exactly.
Of course she has.
Gonna have to stove her head in, Gatford. Sorry, it's got to be done. It's got to be done.
All right. Any ideas on what I use?
Yes, stove. Gatford, thank you very much indeed. We got the G. Now, we've got two callers here. So we're looking for H. Now, this is where we're going to do this. We've got until 1 o'clock. We've got John and we've got Alistair. John, what letter are you calling in for?
J and K.
Oh, stay there. We'll come to you in a minute, sir. J and K.
Is that the JK from the Jamiroquai?
It could be. Alistair, what letter have you called in for?
JRN. Because I'm John. But obviously that's taken, so I am in an old ring off an hour.
Okay, we'll speak to you when we get to the end. Okay, so we got two letters until we get to John, who's JK. So that is going to really speed things up.
Oh, yeah.
But it does mean we're stuck with an H. We need a Harry, a Henry, a Henrietta, Halusia.
A Hattie.
Hattie. Hell's a Poppin.
Helen.
Hydrangea, a Hyacinth.
Herbert.
Okay. They're all Herberts. H-I, and an I, an Ian, an Ivan, an Indigo.
Ignacio.
Ignacio Thithobasgingma. So we can't really do a lot until we get those. So, John, J.K. Rowling or Jamiroquai, I don't know. Stay there. We will come to you, but we need an H and we need an I. Otherwise, we are stuck, just as Theresa May is with Brussels, at an impasse. I loved seeing her getting her butt spanked. I loved it. I really loved it. I thought it was funny. I have treated Europe with nothing but respect, and I expect this. No, you haven't. And this country hasn't. The whole of the British press, since Brexit, but for decades, up yours, Delors. We two fingers up. The Germans who won the war. All of that for years we have mocked Europe, right? I have treated them with respect, and so have the people of Britain, and we expect the same. No, we haven't. We've laughed at them. We deserve this. We deserve this.
We deserve it, if only
spanking.
for the way we carry on in Magaluf.
Yeah, exactly. We deserve it. Good for them. Is it Tusk who did the tweet about, I'm eating cherries. You can't eat cherries because you can't cherry pick what you get out of this. He did it on Instagram or something. I think it was Tusk. It's one of them. It's a picture of cherries. I'm eating cherries because I can. You can't because you can't cherry pick. And then, find this, and then it might have been John Redwood did a tweet saying, well, actually, I don't like cherries, and I'm looking forward to having my cake, which is made in Britain, is made of British ingredients, and will be a whole lot tastier. Have you got it?
Yes.
Go on, read it. This is great.
It's because the EU is no bowl of cherries many of us wish to go. There are no cherries to pick. Now we pay for our own cake and for other countries' cake too. I look forward to paying for our own cake, making more of it at home, and then we can have better cake and more prosperity.
So he runs out of metaphor at the end.
Says cake a lot.
And better cake. We're going to have better cake.
Yeah.
Better cake.
Made by my cousin that you don't know because he goes to a different school.
That's the funniest thing, man. Grow up. And this is it now. Diplomacy now. It's partly Trump, although it was happening before, but Trump was really kind of just up there. It's done on Twitter. That shouldn't be done on Twitter. Those tweets shouldn't be done on Twitter. That's from both sides. The European, it's funny, but from both sides, it's undiplomatic. It's unbecoming. It's undignified.
It's undignified.
It's just It's like when I get into a Twitter spat with someone, I feel really stupid afterwards, and you rightfully say, come on, step away from it, and I delete them because I go, oh, that's a bit embarrassing. But all I'm in charge of is 3 hours of a cult radio show. They're in charge of constituencies and countries and continents. Come on, guys.
Should be in charge of their phones.
Hannah, what letter did you call in for?
H.
Oh yeah, Hannah. There we go. I'm going blind to the letters. Right. Beyonce, which, yay or nay?
Nay.
Okay, it's getting close now.
She's turned you into a horse.
Sorry. Come on, buddy. That is what I'm talking about. Hannah, what is your weekend going to involve doing, please?
I'm not sure at the moment. And that's about it, really.
Well, that's a conversation.
It's a pony weekend.
Okay, all right, okay. Well, I know, no, fair play. I'm gonna give you a little treat here. I've got a little treat for you. I've got this. Hang on.
Why does life have to be so unfair?
That was the wrong one. That was a stage school kid. Let's see. Hang on. Oh God, hang on. Stay there. Here we go.
Shaggy pony.
There you go. That's for you. Oh.
Fanny.
Okay, right, fine. What did she say? Fanny?
Yeah.
Okay, right, well, then you go. Right, so, John, we're coming. We need an eye.
Oh, yeah.
We need an eye, and then we'll be with you.
Thank you.
Thank you. What a polite gentleman.
This is a tricky one, isn't it? Because there aren't that many English names with eyes, apart from yours.
Well,
you've got too many eyes.
Hang on a second. Can I just say, like, maybe I didn't think I had to say this, but apparently I do. This is not a racist show. We will take callers from all ethnicities.
We will.
All cultural backgrounds. All countries, immigrants we'll take refugees. I prefer refugees over...
The reason I'm saying that is because we're not racist, but Holly is massively. So, Holly, you're going to have to take the block off the non-English types.
Wow. Wowzers.
I know. Maybe we'll get what will we get? Like an Inigo?
I'm going to have to shout again in a minute.
Ismail.
0344 499 1000. We need an eye.
Don't you dare shout in this room.
Why did they give... so there's this great study that everyone's going, hey, if you give ecstasy to octopi... I'd love an octopi right now, I'm starving. If you give ecstasy to an octopi, they become more sociable. What? Why are you giving ecstasy to an octopus? What is? Do
you realise they had a problem with socialising?
If you're going to give ecstasy to anything, give it to me. I'll do experiments for you. I'll do experiments, right? Why are you giving it to octopi? Because there was people tweeting it, and it was a thing. I think, why are you doing that?
I just thought of an application in the animal kingdom, though.
Yeah, go on.
Pandas.
Oh yeah, get them loved up.
Yeah, if anyone needed loosening up, it's panda.
The thing is, though, sextasy. It just goes on for hours, and you just there's no end. There's no end. So why would you? And it's true, you know the song "Octopus's Garden."
Is it talking about the older?
No, please. I'm trying to make this show more scientific, and you're dragging it down to fannies, right? I'm trying to educate the idiots that listen to this, and you're not, right? So, you know the song "Octopus's Garden."
Yes, I do, Ian.
You know that that octopuses actually make gardens. That is true. Oh, you see,
they've done a little garden.
You see, you're trying to. You've been embarrassed.
What kind of gardens they do?
I don't know, but what they do. This is true, and this is what the song which Ringo wrote. He saw a documentary about it, and the night before, and told him, "Oh, I want to write a song about that." Is they live in caves, and they go all around the sea, and they collect plants and pretty rocks. And they take them back to their cave. This is absolutely true. I'm not doing a thing.
What, to tart the place up?
And they decorate outside the entrance of their cave. And it serves no purpose other than to look nice. Isn't that amazing?
Oh, aren't they sweet?
I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden. It's based on a true story. Isn't that incredible? Oh, look at Catherine going to Google because she doesn't believe her friends.
I want to see a picture. I want to see what they do to judge the place up.
She doesn't believe her friend.
And you have let me down a lot. So.
Yeah, many, many times. Absolutely true. Isn't that incredible? I love that. What other creatures decorate? Have you found one?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. I've never seen one.
I mean, this is a bit cluttered, this one, but...
It's done a bit too much.
Yes, yeah, they don't know when to stop.
Well, so humans do it sometimes. Isn't that amazing?
There's a colour thing going on.
That is amazing. That's incredible. I love that.
If this octopus was a human, it'd be like one of those old ladies that's got loads of gnomes and, like, statues and fountains and stuff. Doesn't ever stop.
Let's, this is music to my ears. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome Iain on the show. Good evening, Iain.
Good evening, Iain.
How are you spelling your Iain?
I'm spelling it I-A-N.
Well, okay. We're having a fun night. It's a fun night. Let's not get aggressive. Let's try.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Let's keep it friendly. I'm going to be the bigger man here. Let's just keep
All
it.
right.
Let's just play.
You don't know how big he is.
Let's just play. Your last name doesn't begin with I as well, does it?
No, it doesn't, unfortunately.
Okay, because they would lock in on the I. So far, we could fall back to the C's if
you don't want to
it all
go
went
there.
wrong.
No.
Okay. Did you know that about octopi, Iain? That they actually make little gardens?
No, I didn't. First time caller, a bit nervous. I was listening. As soon as I got through, I stopped listening and I was on hold and I come straight through.
Yeah,
so I missed.
Okay,
missed that part.
Okay, well, I'm trying to. What, so, how long have you been listening for?
I listened to your podcast in work.
Yeah.
And I decided to listen live on my cycle home tonight. And
Hey!
Seen the list, and I just called now. And
Mate, what a first call, because your name is now going to be forever. This is his first call, but he came on fighting. He came on Duke's Raised.
Well, he's been listening to the podcast. He's done his research.
I respect that. I mean, he spells his name like an idiot. I respect that.
I'll have a look at it.
You came on. Your name is now forever going to be stored in the in Kath's annals, excuse me, of broadcasting, because this will get typed up. This will go online, and it will stay.
In fact, I'm going to
type it up now. There we go. Yeah. And it's now online. And once it's online, Iain, it can't be got rid of. Cycling in this weather, mate, is it not a bit windy where you are?
Aren't you worried you get blown off?
No, I wasn't blown off tonight. Last night, I was absolutely soaking.
You were what? Foking?
Soaking.
Oh, soaking. Because last night was windy as well. I don't know where you were, but where I was, it was so windy, man.
It was dreadful. I'm in South Wales, I am.
Oh, I love a bit of South Wales. I love Wales. It's nice. It's nice Wales. I go. Well, you know, Kath. I go there last couple of years. I've rented a little cottage in Wales, gone and hung out, and just chilled out.
You need to bring the river, the
river
rabbit hole. You need to bring the rabbit hole to the riverfront theatre.
The river. Well, okay. How many does the riverfront theatre hold?
Oh, I don't know. 600, I think, in the
Mate, listen, we're struggling.
They've got little studio rooms as well.
Oh, okay. The river. Have you found it, Catherine?
Is that in Newport?
It is, yes.
I got it. Hey,
I wonder if we've got an audience in Wales, because I'd be worried we turn up, and then we'd only sell one ticket, and that will be to you, Iain, and then you wouldn't be able to make it because you had to work that night.
Well, yeah. Well, I work shift. So...
I tell you what. No, get off your arse and come and see us in Bath.
I don't drive. I cycle, don't I?
Start now. Iain, we'll have a look into it. We want to do a show in Wales. We'll look into it. I appreciate your call, man. Thank you very much indeed. Even though you spell your name like a sexual deviant. 03444991000. We got a J, we got a K coming up. This is it, man. This is it.
Stimulating nightly emissions guaranteed to open your eyes and your mind.
Oh, my word.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
You know those new iPhones are £1,200?
Oh, forget it.
What? How? I mean, I thought seven. I think last one I got was like £800. I thought that was £1,200. But no, I'll just get a nice laptop for that. Thanks. I'll buy 3 tellies. I'll buy 2 tellies and a PlayStation. £1,200 for a phone that's got, get this, more glass on it. So there's more glass for you to break. Outrageous. Absolutely.
I could do things with that money. That's better than phones. I want a new moped, I was going to say, but it's a scooter.
A Subway boss claims to be the world's first iPhone XS Max customer after beating the official release date. Chris Story's £1,100 smartphone was delivered by bungling couriers a day early. He admitted he went crazy when it was dropped off yesterday morning from Carphone Warehouse. I think this guy's a liar. It was already in circulation among Apple execs and reviewers, but 28-year-old Chris thinks he is the first member of the public. The dad of one, from Scunthorpe, I've got 2 kids, so said, I didn't think it was real when I first saw the bag. When I opened it, I realised I was probably the only customer in the world with one.
What? Where's he from? Scunthorpe?
Scunthorpe. It's like Newcastle, isn't it? I've been an Apple fan since 2007. He spent probably £8,000 on all the products. I don't believe that guy. I think he's just got a mock-up and he's lied.
Just looked at the prices of iPhones.
Yeah.
Like, not even the new one.
Yeah, go on.
They're knocking on £1,000 now.
Yeah.
Oh, forget it.
I'm
out. I'm not playing this game anymore.
I've got an iPhone 6S and I only got that because my other one died. So I upgraded. I'm never upgrading again. Never upgraded. The new ones haven't got a socket for your headphones. Because they want you to get those stupid little pods.
I don't like them.
In New York, everyone's got pods, and I didn't really notice it until my boy said, "Why have all these people got little sticks sticking out of their ears?" And I went, "Oh, they're headphones." He said, "No, they're not." I said, "Yeah, they're headphones." He said, "Those aren't headphones." And he called them ear pods. He said, "Those are ear pods. Headphones are what we're wearing now, the big clampy things." So we had a big argument at that.
He was right.
But everyone in New York, everyone's got them in New York. Everyone. You see them a bit in London. I just think they look stupid because there's no wire.
I would give it 3 days before I lost one.
Oh, totally. I'd swallow it. Because I'd put it in my mouth just to see what it felt like. I do that sometimes. I put things in my mouth to see what they feel like. I do. And I would put it in, and then someone would come in and catch me doing it, and I'd be so shocked I'd swallow it. That's exactly what would happen. Do you not do that? Do you not put things in your mouth?
No.
Do you not?
No.
Oh, I like texture and touch and feel. I think feel is one of the most underrated of all the senses, all of the 6 senses. And when I was a kid, I was obsessed with feeling. I remember there was this knob, this doorknob I used to feel because there's a nice little curve in it. My sister caught me. She won't remember this. My sister caught me stroking the doorknob once. Caught me stroking a knob. I make the joke for you. Beat you to it. Okay, fine. It was very mature. She caught me stroking the doorknob because there was a lovely little dip, and the bit that joined the door was a lovely little dip, and then it went round. Oh, I used to love it. So putting an ear pod in my mouth, feeling... You know, I can... and I think I've done this for you. I can work miracles with my tongue. You know that, because I have done that for you. I have done magic with my tongue for you, in as much as I have tied up a cherry stalk with my tongue into a knot. Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what the best thing about that particular trick was, dear listener?
Go on.
He was quiet for about 10 minutes.
Well, it does take me... It takes me about 40 minutes to finish off with my tongue. But it is totally, totally worth the effort.
Yeah, it brings it out and you go, oh.
Okay. Right. John, are you still there?
Hello.
John, now, we come to you. Now, you're the big man. You're the big man. First of all, Beyonce, witch or not?
Well, there's only one way to tell if she's a witch.
Yep.
Burn her!
Yeah, he's fair play. He's right. If we have anybody listening to us in America, if you could find Beyonce and either burn her or drown her.
Well, hang on a minute. There's another test.
Yeah.
You put her on the that weighing thing. You put a duck on one side.
Oh yeah. She's heavier than a duck.
She weighs more than a duck.
Let's find out. Let's find out. And what is it? If she weighs more than a duck, she is a witch.
No,
she's a witch.
She weighs the same. She's a witch.
Okay. Okay.
I think.
All right. So John, you're a J, but you reckon you can do a K as well?
Well, I can't, but there's someone sitting next to me that can.
Oh, buddy! This guy has played this game before. This guy's what do they call it? A hooker.
A ringer.
A ringer. This guy's a ringer. I love it, John. I love your style. Who have you got?
Kerry.
Kerry, baby. I love the name Kerry. My first girlfriend was called Kerry. I've got a sock. It's not you, is it, Kerry?
No, don't think it was me.
Oh.
She sounds all right.
From Slough.
Sorry?
Our family are from Slough.
Oh, really? It could be. Outrageous. Where are you heading to now?
We're off to Bolton.
What for?
Gay pride, believe it or not.
Oh, fair play. Get in there. Fair play. Very, very modern. Very modern, very proud. I was I was in New York earlier in the year by coincidence, he insists. It was Gay Pride. I'd never been to a Pride before. It was brilliant, man. Although there were lots of naked people.
Oh.
Yeah, lot of bare buttocks, and if you looked closely, some people had like their willies and their VJs out, but they were painted so it looked like clothing, but they were there.
Oh.
You might have to look harder though; it's a bit colder here. So you up there you going up there all weekend?
Yeah, we're about 1.8 miles away now.
Oh,
That's a bit
beautiful!
accurate, wasn't it?
That was a little bit accurate, but I like that. Hey, well, listen, man. Thank you both of you for being such good sports and staying on the line for so long.
Not a problem.
Neither of you, John. Your last name doesn't begin with a J, and Kerry's last name doesn't begin with a K, does it?
No.
Because it'd be great to lock these letters in, because if we get a double, we're going to go all the way back to C, and I don't know if we can stomach it.
And then we'd have to phone all over again.
Oh God, it'll be awful. You won't. Once you get to the Gay Pride, you're going to be partying. You're going to be partying on down.
Oh no, we just want something to eat now. We've been travelling from Berkshire since 6:30.
Well, did you not stop off at the services and get some Haribos?
Yeah, we did that, but then we're now hungry again, so we're going to get a burger.
All right, nice one. Thank you very much, John. Thank you, Kerry. Appreciate the call. 0344 499 1000. We need an L. And if all I'm going to say is it'd be great if we could get a double. If Lisa Loeb called in, that would be perfect, because then we can lock these we can lock these stats, these letters. We can lock them down. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, we need an L.
Kick off your slippers. Don't go to bed. The party is just starting.
You can sleep when you're dead. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000. We need a JK. We need an L. Now, Missy, what are you calling in for?
I want the letter M.
Okay, well, we're on an L. Can you help us? Get the L? Get the L out. I want to get the L out of here. Huh?
My surname is an L.
Okay, well,
But I want M.
Oh, she knows what she wants, Ian. Don't push her.
This is the problem. Stubborn women.
That's right.
No. Okay, but the thing is, you're the same as the suicide fellow we had earlier on, right? Who was prepared to the David, who was prepared, and Gatford, they were prepared to take everything down out of
the quest for it and their lust for D's.
Right.
You can't say that these days.
We won't get to an M if we don't get. Hang on a second. Let's stay there. Let's right. Paul. Oh, hang on a second. Let's do this. Paul.
Yes.
What do you want?
I want to lock you in at double P, but I need some cooperation from people before that can happen.
Beg, because we need an L, an M, an N, and an... we're miles away.
I know.
Beg, Paul, come on, you can do this, because they won't listen to me.
I'm optimistic that, right will see the day through. I need.
Someone's been boozing it up, haven't they?
I'm just tired.
Yeah,
I should be in bed asleep.
Of course you should.
What's your favourite rhythm this week, Paul? What's doing it for you?
What's doing it for me? Nothing in particular, actually. I've had the day off, so it's all calm and peaceful and lovely.
Okay. No rhythms today.
No rhythms today.
Fresh out beats.
His voice is just getting lower and lower. But here's the thing, Paul. We can get one step closer to the P's if Missy gives us a go on her L.
Missy, you've got to do what's right.
I want both. L and M.
Oh, my God.
I don't think
can't break the rule.
No, we can't break that rule. What we can do...
No,
what we can do is we can do an L. You can hang up. You can hang up and phone up again as an M.
And pray no one else has.
And pray no one else has done that, yes.
No, I don't trust it. Just give me both.
No, I'm not just going to give you both.
Why?
Because it don't work like that.
Whatever.
Right.
Oh, my God.
He's appalled.
He's appalled by the... is it hoi polloi is common people? Yeah, he's appalled by her hoi polloiness. Right, hang on a second. Right, Alistair, what letter... Oh, hang on. Alistair?
Yeah, hi.
What letter are you after?
N.
Right.
For North.
Okay.
Right, okay. Well, this is all going wrong.
Missy, you've got to give us that L. Hang on, stay there. We've got another call. Hang on, stay there. We might have a little way out of this, and I'm hoping that way is out. Right, Alan.
Yeah.
What letter are you after?
Surname's Alan Lewis. Carry on.
No, hang on. No, we're not on L. Are we on L?
We're on L.
We're on L.
Yeah.
Lewis. Right.
That was Brief Alan again.
That was Brief Alan. Right. Alistair, what letter did you want?
North. N.
Oh, this is great. Right, Missy, you want M?
Yes, please.
Okay, right, now get lost.
No.
Yeah, well, no, I'm going to cut you off.
No, yes.
She's got. What did she want to stay for?
She wanted to say whether Beyonce was a witch.
Well-
She probably had inside info.
Yeah, she probably did. She probably, because she sounds common. Right, okay, so... Paul's laughing because he agrees. He's never... He thinks that she was an actress from EastEnders, but that was a real human being, Paul. Right, Alistair, how is... Well, give me your N.
Yeah, it's and my surname begins with N.
Okay, so we're going to put...
North it is.
Right, okay. But Alistair, do you think that Beyonce is a witch?
She's always put a spell on me.
Hey!
'Cause you're mine.
Okay. Right, hang on a minute. Now, let's just see...
Paul knows. He knows his music.
Right, hang on a minute. Right, Hannah's gone. Right, okay. So, Paul, we're so close to a double P and locking it in a P. So close.
We need an O.
I tell you what, while we're waiting for... Oh, hang on, ladies and gentlemen! Say hello to Ollie!
It's me!
Ollie!
Ollie! Oi! Ollie!
I didn't... That was too quick. I wasn't expecting to go on that quickly. I was
Shut up, man!
Myself up.
Hang on a minute. Just stay there for a second. Neil, what have you called in for?
Got a double N.
We've just done N.
Absolute melt.
It's a tit. That blows everything, mate. You've just crashed us back.
No.
Hold on.
Yeah, go
on. I'm calling my P. I called it already. I was waiting.
You're calling your P?
Hang on a minute.
Ollie.
Hang on.
Ollie's done his thing.
Hang on a minute. Right, hang on a minute. Just right. So my phones have gone a bit funny. Right. Jeez. Right. Someone else has just called in. So we're still on O, right? Who's just called in?
You've had an O.
Yeah. So who are you?
That's me.
Wrong number. Bye.
Because it said
who's muttering tit?
Because it said Oliver on my screen, but that must have been a wrong number. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know what we do.
I
here.
think because we'd already moved on to Oliver.
Yeah, we can't go back.
No.
Neil, I'm gonna sack you off.
You're void.
All right. Thanks a lot.
You're voided.
Bye, Neil.
Ollie, the contempt in Ollie's voice.
Bye-bye.
And well done, that lad, for accepting he got a wrong number. That was a very noble move. Right. So, Paul Pinhead. What's the surname? Is Filbert?
Mm-hmm.
Filbert, but it's spelled PH.
Filbert.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how else would you spell it? With an F? Listen, man. I'm not one of the callers. I'm the host. I can spell and think and read. We're locked in at P.
Yes.
Oh, glory.
So hit the lock. Hit the lock.
Hang on a second.
Hit the lock.
I've got to hit the lock button. Here we go. There we go. We're locked in. Sorry, Paul. What were you saying?
If we're on P, do I go now?
Who said that?
Ollie.
Yeah, you should have gone ages ago, you muppet.
You didn't tell me that. You told me to hold on.
We've done your bit. Go. O's are so
yes.
O's are so yesterday.
You called you all tits.
Well, you're a tit. Now hang
You're
up.
a tit.
You're a tit. Hang up because something's happened to the phone, so I can't cut you off. So just put the phone down, tit.
Hey, Ian.
Yes, Ollie.
Yeah. Can you listen to it? Bye.
No idea. It's probably high on spice or monkey juice, whatever it's called these days. Right. And do you know what, Paul? You can take your condescending posh attitude as well. Okay. Goodbye.
Here's a beat for you.
All right. This is cool.
Right, we're riding high with a double P.
It's not entertaining, but it's cool. So
it stopped being entertaining about an hour ago.
So now we need a Q. Queenie, a queer man, Quasimodo, Quaaludes. Any of those people can call in. 0344 499 1000. We need a Q.
Q is tricky.
I think we swerved Q last time, didn't we?
Q. I'm trying to think of an obvious.
I'll tell you what we'll do. for Q, I'll take nicknames. This is the one of a handful of letters we'll take a nickname for. If you've got a nickname that begins with a Q, you can just phone up and say you do. I don't really care.
You just rung up and said your name was Queenie.
Hang on a
Why have
second.
to go this far?
Hang on a second. Yes, caller. What letter have you? What have you got?
I've got R.
Wait your turn, boy. 0344 499 1000.
Quentin, we want.
Quentin, yeah. A shameless, drunken British couple have sex in public in a pavement in Ibiza. This is incredible, man. The pair, and they look like they're naked. The pair in their 20s were recorded on mobile phones by at least 6 people as they romped for more than an hour on the pavement. Look at them. Look at them. And there's a van. A van pulls up to unload. A van pulls up next to them to unload. Hang on a second. What do you want, O?
Hello, are you still looking for a queue?
Yeah?
It's Quentin here.
Okay, that sounds legit.
Is it, Quentin? Is it?
Yeah, I've changed my name by default in the last minute.
Fair play. I'll buy that. We're on cue. Right, hang on a second. Let's knock this one out. Yes, Ray?
I'm taking the R.
Yes?
And that's my lots.
There you go, Ray. You can take the R's with you. Excellent work indeed.
We need an S, easy.
We need a Susan.
Steve.
Oh, imagine if... Hang on a second. Yes, caller?
Yeah, it's Quincy here.
You absolute plum.
Why don't you... I tell you what would be really handy is if you used your real name right now.
Oh, Simon.
Hey, Simon! Lovely to see you. You slit in neatly behind Ray.
Great.
Thanks for your call, Simon. Let's go to this caller. Hello, caller.
Hi there.
What's your name?
Well, I was going to say Susan Turtle, just for a laugh, because Iain said it a couple of nights ago.
Susan who?
I was going to say Susan Turtle.
Did I say Susan
Turtle?
Why would I say...
The other day.
Why would I have said Susan Turtle?
Well, it's an S and a T. He said it...
No, you're talking to him now. It is he and I.
Yeah, but my real name is Suzanne.
Okay. Well, okay.
Yeah, S-U-Z-E-L.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. Does your last name begin with a T by any chance?
No, it doesn't. It's an A.
Okay. Thanks very much. Well, we're back.
Thanks for ruining the game.
We're back to Paul Filbert now. So Quentin and Ray and Simon are history.
I hope you're happy that there are 3 people there whose work is null and void.
Yeah. So that's it. We're back to P. Thank God.
She was having fun.
She was having a laugh. Why did I say Susan Turtle? Why is that funny? Sounds like a great name. Hang on a second. Hello, caller. What's your name?
Hi, it's Nigel.
Nigel, we're looking for a Q.
What'd you say?
I say we're looking for a Q.
A Q for what?
We're looking for a Q, as in like does your nickname or any of your names begin with the letter Q?
No.
Okay, because we're playing as I'm sure you're listening to the show, we're playing the alphabet of callers, as you know, and we're.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So we need a Q.
So shall I call back later or what?
Well, if we can find a Q, because your last name is Reader, we could use you for the R. You get on the list, and then you can talk about what you want to talk about. Hello? Hello? Okay, right. Hello, caller.
Hi, it's Alan here, looking for an A.
We're looking for a Q again.
Alan?
No, Q.
No, my name's Alan.
Okay, thanks very much for your call. I hate our listeners.
I hate that one.
I hate all of them. I hate all of you. I hate them. I hate this job. I hate this radio station. I hate radio. I hate this form of communication. I hate microphones and headphones and faders and tech ops and producers and bosses, and I hate the fact that I've got to drive here and then I've got to drive home. I hate the fact I get paid a lot of money to do this. I hate it. We need a queue.
The late-night lip service for lovers, loners and lounge lizards.
Yeah, well, where exactly is your accent from?
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
I've forgotten your name already, excuse me.
On Talk Radio.
I'm going down to Alphabet Street. I'm gonna crown first girl that I meet. I'm gonna talk so sexy. She'll want me from my head to my feet. Yes, she will. I'm gonna drive my daddy's Thunderbird, white red ride, 66, so glam, it's absurd. I'm gonna put her in the backseat and drive her to Tennessee. Tennessee, drive her. I'm just not in the mood. So if you don't mind, I would like to watch.
What's an absolute racket?
Love it.
What a car crash of noise that was. Terrible, terrible performer, terrible singer, terrible songwriter. Awful. Awful. Someone is calling us out, calling a steward's inquiry.
Yeah, it's someone who doesn't use his own name, so...
I demand a steward, you conveniently bypass the guy with a second N, making up a rule that you had already moved on to O. Well, seconds later go back to P when the same thing happened again. Where's your integrity? What are you talking about, Elmer Fudd? You don't know that's a fake name. You'd be a bit more trusting of people. Right, so I'm getting bored of this now, so can we just do it? We need a cue. Jamie, can you give us a cue?
Hello?
Hello, Jamie.
Jamie's not here. It's his good pal Quasimodo.
Thank you very much indeed. That's what I'm talking about. Right. So we need an R. 0344 499 1000. Now, normally you have lots of R's. R's.
I see what you did.
Normally lots of R's listening to the show. So can we get some R's on the show? So we normally have... I don't know if you're getting the joke. Normally we have lots of arse listening to the show, so can we get some arse on the show? You're getting the joke. I'm saying R, but if you listen from a different angle, it sounds like arse, as in a-hole, as in your butt, butt ding ding, your bum, your bottom, your bum, your bumsy. Do any other countries call it the quiche? Your
patootie.
Your ass. You get your ass. Do any other countries call it a bum? America, obviously, bum is homeless. Hey, it is a song. Hang on a minute.
There's the Miss Bum Bum contest in Brazil.
Oh, but is that actually to do with that's nice bums?
It is bums, but they're surgically enhanced bums. Do you know what they do? The Brazilian butt lift. Do you know what it is?
It's cement.
They take all the fat from elsewhere in your body, pump it into your ass.
Wow. Yeah. I'd love to have some fat pumped into my ass. Listen to this. This is a song, which is a great song, beautiful song, by Neil Diamond. But as a kid, see if you can spot the bit that as a kid had me in hysterics. Great song, Neil Diamond. Oh, that's not it. That's an advert. Have a listen to this. Here we go. It's a great song. But I can never listen to it because of one line, which he's changed now. Someone must have said to him. There we go. 0344 499 1000. We need an R.
Wearing my high boots, got all my worldlies here in my sack.
It's about a man travelling around America.
Looking for something, knowing that it ain't here where I'm at.
Stop. Did he say sack?
Yeah, but that wasn't it.
That wasn't it. Okay,
No, that
carry
wasn't
on.
it. Getting close.
Right by summer. Get by bumming.
What? What now? Get by me.
Get by bumming.
Now we shouldn't, because it's a great song. We shouldn't, but we do. I didn't know I'd have that reaction. I would have played it too soon if I'd have known.
He's rhymed thumbing. What he's done there is he's rhymed thumbing with...
With what? But also...
Bumming.
But also,
Now,
that's how he's
the
going to get
verb-
by.
The verb to bum is in...
That is how he's going to travel around America, by bumming. That's incredible.
What he means is, like a hobo.
We know what it means.
Like a hobo. But what he said is quite different.
By summer. Get by bumming.
However you earn your money, Neil. But here's the thing, right?
Oh, dear. But the thing is, there's not a lot that rhymes with thumbing.
No. But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Because he must have... Someone must have said to him, Neil, right, you can't do that.
Can't get by bumming. It's not a sustainable lifestyle.
You can't do it, right? Because listen to how he does it now, right? He changes the words. It's not sustainable.
I didn't want to have to get up early every morning.
Oh, it goes on for a bit.
Thousands of people.
There we go. There we go.
Right by thumbing.
Here we go.
There you go.
Get by strumming.
He's strumming.
It's not that much better.
Well, maybe he's worn he's worn the back out, so he's gone round to the front. It's a shame because it's a great song, but totally ruined. I forget you don't know that. I've had 40 years of that song being part of my life, and as a kid, I just found it hilarious. What are you laughing at? Nothing? What are you laughing at, son? It's a beautiful song. There's nothing, Dad. I'm not laughing at anything. Right, it's a beautiful song.
Oh, that laughing's giving me a sore throat.
Well, imagine how he feels. Imagine how sore he is.
Get by strumming.
It is. It's a tough old. It's a tough old world for Neil.
You've got to get by, however you get by.
Oh dearie me! Poor...
Oh my God!
Yeah. Let's just have it one more time. Neil, can I ask a question? How are you going to get by? Okay. 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 Right. So,
Neil.
James is saying, I thought we got to S. We did, but then Suzanne ballsed it up, so we went back to P. Now we've done Q with Quasimodo. Now we're looking for an R. Let's go to...
I just don't know how we can get by.
No, I've got a couple of suggestions. Or we can either strum or bum. It's up to you. Right. Just a second. I'm getting really annoyed now.
Don't shout, please.
Getting so annoyed, right? We're about to go to Rick for R. So if there is anybody else who's on the line for R, I suggest you hang up now, because we're going to go to Rick. Okay, and against, that was one. If there is anybody else who is not called Rick, who is phoned in for R, hang up. Sorry?
My name is Ricardo Rodriguez.
Okay, right. Okay, Ricardo Rodriguez.
Yes, and Beyonce is definitely a witch.
Right, okay, Rick, just stay there because I'm...
¿De qué parte de España eres?
Yeah. Huh? Can I just say again?
Yeah,
If
forget it.
Thank you. Well, hang up then.
No, can you call me back, though? Because I could be any number.
We're not doing numbers. Well, no, you can't. There's kind of a bit of integrity to this. We're hoping to get people that are the real thing. So hang up.
And we're talking to Ricardo Rodriguez.
Hang up, Rob.
I'm going to call back again.
Okay, you can.
Don't broadcast your itinerary.
You'd be more than welcome to. Now go away. Ricardo Rodriguez. Hello?
Ricardo Rodriguez.
It's only a little bit racist.
My best friend is Rodriguez. I wonder if they're related.
Okay, well, hang on a minute. Right, that means that we are now... Hang on, here we go. We are locked in. We are what, sorry?
We are locked in.
And how would you say that in Spanish?
That's Sunday.
That's correct, encerrados.
Right, hang on a minute. Right, again, just to say, if there is any... We've got Ricardo Rodriguez. If there are any other R's on the line, put the phone down. Thank you.
I like the quiet resignation.
Right, hello, caller. Who is this? Ian.
Right. We got Esther, Spuddy, me.
Spuddy. You know what? It's midnight. I'm putting Spuddy down.
Do you want my middle name as well for future?
For future, yes. Well, go on.
Zachariah.
What?
Zachariah.
Right, well, we're not there yet, Spuddy.
Okay, then.
Thanks. By the way, Beyonce, is she a witch or not?
Nah.
How would you get by?
How to get by what?
Thanks very much indeed. Right, so we... Oh, no.
What?
Who's this?
Sharon.
What's your last name?
Scott.
We've just had a Spuddy. Oh, do you know...
It's all right, we go back to Ricardo Rodriguez, and then we can go back to Sharon.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, yeah, Casco. So we go back to Ricardo Rodriguez, then we go all the way back to Sharon Scott, because she just called back in again really quickly. So we're now locked in.
Lock it.
Oh, sorry, hang on. Yeah, I do apologise. Right. I've got a real soft spot for the name Sharon, because a girl that I really fancied when I was about 10. Sorry?
Every woman that comes on, you have a story about their name, about a girl you really fancied. It's like you just fancy girls.
I fancied a lot of girls. But her name was SS. Sharon Spicer.
Oh.
Yeah, so I don't know, that there's something in that.
Well...
You don't really hear the name Sharon. It got derided, didn't it? It became a joke, unfortunately.
My friend Neil's got sisters, and they're called Sharon and Tracy.
No.
Yeah, and they married...
each other, that's what they're sisters.
Tom and Jerry.
That don't make sense, does it, Sharon?
Nope.
Sorry?
No.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to say?
No, that was it.
Thanks very much for your call. It's appreciated.
It's been fun.
So,
how are you going to get by, though?
Hang on a minute. The thing is, it's such a great song. Right, we're going to listen to the song. Let's listen to the song. It's a great song. Glory Road.
And while we do, we're looking for a T.
Yeah.
Or a double T.
TT.
Wearing my high boots, got all my worldlies here in the sand.
Got boots on like mine.
Looking for something, knowing that it ain't here where I'm at. Ain't looking back, I'm coming right by thumbing. Get by bumming.
I just can't get past
You say
that.
get by me bumming?
Get
by me bumming?
No, get by bumming.
Get by bumming.
Get by bumming.
Oh.
I'm on my way. Friend, have you seen?
Great chorus, but you just can't get over what he's had to do to get there.
Say, friend, I got a heavy load. And
He's got a heavy load.
road's waiting for me.
He's got a heavy load.
Killed me
from Seattle through to LA. Exactly.
Seems like those folks go chasing a new star every day. Ain't gonna stay in Nevada. Through Wyoming, Colorado.
Just listing places.
Yep, now he's going to give us the instructions of how he does it.
On my way, friend, have you seen Glory Road? Say, friend, I got a heavy load, and I know Glory Road's waiting for me.
Then he runs out of words.
Met so many wanted to know which way to go, Louisiana.
More places.
New York City.
His route's all over the shop, though, isn't it?
On my way.
It's castaways.
Just never forget how he's going to get by.
Get by.
I mean, it's not. It really is. That's not the rock stars. What terrible influence they set to the general public.
Whispering lunar incantations for cross parents, cross dressers.
Did you know this about me?
And cross rail workers.
Steel and polycarbonate.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
I've got a very poor internet connection.
on Talk Radio.
Okay, it's the alphabet of listeners. I'll be honest. I mean, if it's as boring for you as it is for me, then you've had a rough old night. But at least I'm getting paid for this. I don't know what the hell you're doing listening. I thought it'd be fun, and it's just been a nightmare. Anyway, we're locked in on S with Sharon Scott.
Do the noise.
Come
on, we're in there.
You're right, you're right. Right, so we're double locked in. Right, now, so we're looking for a T. Hello, caller. What's your
Hello
name?
there.
What's your name?
It's Nick Toto Thompson. That's a double lock in. TT.
TT Toto Thompson.
Yes.
Is that all one word, or is that a middle name?
A middle name Toto and surname Thompson.
Is your middle name actually? That's a great middle name if it's true, sir. Is that actually your middle name? You that was written on a birth certificate.
It's pretty bullshit actually, because I started listening to you before the Toto event, and then I thought, yes, that's no, I'm a liar.
So what you're saying is, yes, his name really is Toto.
No. Hang on a second. Oh, by the way, I got a great Toto story coming up. Is Thompson your real name?
It is.
Right, okay, we'll keep
Surname.
that. Right, let me... you talk to Toto while I try and find this...
No, his name's not Toto.
No,
What's
I know.
what's your name again?
Nick Thompson.
Nick?
Thompson. But the Toto bit was when I started listening to Ian and yourself, Catherine, when you started playing a Toto song, and I thought...
What song was that?
Africa, obviously.
I can't remember it.
It must be.
Catherine, I'm too busy to play your childish games.
Oh, well, I'm just having a little think about... Cause
No, there's a
Oh.
nightclub. There's a nightclub. I can't find it. There's a nightclub. Have I got this right, dear listener? I saw this. I know a Burger King did it, but there's a nightclub that is going to play Toto's Africa all night. That's the only song they're going to play. I could dig that, Toto.
Is that in Doncaster?
Is that where you're from?
Yes.
Then yes, it's in Doncaster, my friend, and you should go.
Oh my God!
No, I read this because I know that a Burger King is doing it, right? Because, thank you.
Yes.
Employees, a UK Burger King location will continually bless the rains down in Africa as it plays Toto's earworm Africa through its speakers on a constant loop. The Camden Town Burger King will play the 1982 epic as a result of a Twitter contest. But then there's a nightclub. Can someone find me the story and tweet me? Because there is a nightclub that's going to be playing it all flipping night.
Amazing.
I'm
going.
I would totally be up for that. All right, Toto Thompson, thank you very much. Doesn't count as a double lock-in, I'm afraid. Doesn't count at all. Let's go to... It sounds crap just coming through your speakers.
Good tune,
It's a great tune. I've never heard it before, actually. But it's just coming through your speakers.
Hang on.
But this is still coming through your speakers, but it's a little bit louder. That's better.
Boom, 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 ba-dum, boom, boom.
I think maybe you should go home.
Born in Africa.
Go on, caller, carry on. Come on, caller, you were singing it.
I don't know the rest of the words to this song.
Okay, or the two. Really... All right, okay. Hello, who is this caller?
This is Ewan, but with a U.
No one spells Ewan with a U.
Well, I do.
Well, spell it. Spell the name. Spell it.
U-W-I-N.
Come on. So, hang on, not only has it got a U as the opening gambit, the penultimate letter is an I.
No, yeah.
That's what you just... That doesn't make any sense.
You spell your name with two weird letters.
Well, hang on. Which letter... Hang on. Name a weird... What's a weird letter?
I.
You're saying I and A are weird letters?
Both are weird letters.
A is not a weird letter. I's a little bit dodgy, I'll give you that. But A is not a weird letter.
Well, it is.
A is the bedrock of all words.
Well, tell that to Jesus.
Well, I will tell that to Jesus when I go home and I get on my knees and I pray. But until...
Oh, he's not talking to you anymore.
Jesus owes me a favour. Until then, Ewan...
I originally called her Sharon, though. Remember when Sharon called earlier on? That's me.
You're Sharon Scott?
Yeah. Was that what her surname was?
Yeah.
I mean, my surname?
No, that was the lady we spoke to. You don't even sound... You do... I mean, you sound a bit like a lady.
Oh, I've had a cigarette since.
Okay, right. I'm putting you... Right, go away, weirdo. We'll put him down just because I'm sick and tired of this.
You win.
So we need a V. We need a Vicky.
We need a Vicky.
A Victor.
A Virginia.
A vagina.
Victor.
Okay.
What was another one?
Valencia.
Yeah. Verity.
I like Verity. I think Verity is a solid name. It's a really good name. 0344 499 1000. Killjoy BBC bosses have taken legal action against the dance troupe for all sizes, although there seems to just be one size here, that size is big, that uses the name Strictly Curved.
Yeah.
BBC lawyers have accused tutor Teresa Lawrence, 50, of damaging the corporation's business with her £5 dance lessons in community centres. She was given a week to stop using anything similar to the Strictly Come Dancing brand, which the broadcaster has trademarked. But Teresa said, we're all fuming. This is... Well, sure, has the Strictly Dancing film sued the BBC?
That's true.
That's Strictly Dancing. Strictly Dancing should team up with Angela Rippon and sue the BBC.
Here's the thing. The BBC wouldn't even let the BBC use the word Strictly because before you came to Three Counties, we had this... Children in Need competition we used to do, which was like a Strictly Come Dancing thing.
Yeah, I know, they mentioned it. They wanted me to do it once, and I told them.
And originally it was going to be Strictly... Well, my original idea was Strictly Tea Dancing, where we would dance, we'd pair off with old people.
Yeah.
I thought that'd be fun.
Yeah.
We weren't allowed to call it Strictly.
But here's what I don't get, because the Strictly comes from the film Strictly Dancing. That
Strictly Ballroom.
Strictly Ballroom, sorry. The unfunny, crap Australian film that everyone raved about. Then when I watched it, I couldn't get 25 minutes through it because it was just boring.
No, I didn't like it either.
I thought it was awful. Everyone was raving about it. And I just sat there going, this is pony. And Come Dancing, obviously, was is the punchline to a rude joke, a vulgar joke. But it's also the thing that they used to show on Saturday nights, I think it was, maybe Sundays.
Angela Rippon.
On BBC. It was Angela Rippon. Before that, it was an old boy. And it was boring. And it'll be like they'd come from different ballrooms across the country, and it would be proper ballroom dancing. Not the glitz and the glamour that you and the stars and the sparkling. It was crap.
Yeah, no celebrities. They were dancers.
It was boring, and they took it seriously. So I never quite understood why they rebranded Come Dancing with the Strictly thing. I always guessed it was because it was camp and its tongue was in its cheek.
Well,
but that seemed a weird thing to take that film.
No, I think it was because, was Brendan Cole in it from the start?
Unfortunately, yes.
Because he was basically that character, wasn't he? He was unorthodox. He was always having a row with the judges because he was lifting his partners
Hang
more
on
than
a
he should
minute.
have.
Strictly Come Dancing was not named after Brendan.
No. But I think the idea was that you would have lippy dancers in it.
No. No, I don't think that. Where have you got that from? Maybe it
My
is.
head.
But, okay, right. Well, I think your head is yet again needs a little rest or some medication, or maybe a little bit less medication, if you know what I mean. I'm miming Catherine drinking. Because no, I don't. The film is not famous for for the dance being lippy. It's famous for being tongue in cheek and camp. Here we go. Crap Australian films everyone raves about.
Oh, but I quite liked it, and I know what you're going to say.
Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Oh no, I quite like that as well. Muriel's Wedding, I really enjoyed.
Don't
But then
care
I
about
watched
that.
it, and I watched it recently, and I went,
Do you know what? We'll put that to one side then, right? So, The Rabbit Fence.
I haven't seen that.
The Castle.
I haven't seen that.
Crocodile Dundee.
Loved it.
Yeah,
wasn't
watch it
really
now.
wasn't really an Australian film though, was it?
Well, where is he from? Where is PJ Hogan from? Paul Hogan from? Where is he from? He's from Australia. It's an Australian movie. Strictly Come Dancing. That crap film that's on Netflix that everyone says is great. That's got the guy from the old guy from the film about the boat that sinks. Sam Neill. Hunt for the Wilder People.
All right, you've seen that.
Awful.
I thought that was New Zealand.
It's the same. We can do that. 0344 499 1000. Crap Australian films. Hang on a minute. Hello, Vera. Thanks very much indeed. Hello, Willie.
How you doing? All right.
I'm all right. How you doing?
Very well.
I love
very
it.
well.
I love your accent. I wish I could do it. I keep trying, but it's the toughest accent in the world. Willie, I'm assuming you want to grab the W.
I do. But I'm hard to get the link into it. But I'll come round to that. It's about Toto. You're on about Toto.
Yes, Toto. Yes.
I've got issues with bands that shoehorn lyrics that are just not right for one sense.
There's quite a lot of bands, but go on. What's the example with Toto?
We all know.
Well, as sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just no. Somebody should have came in there and said, "By the way, mate, you can't get that in one line. You're just ripping the nonsense out of it."
But it's a beautiful image. Kilimanjaro rises like Mount Olympus.
Serengeti.
But every time, that annoys me when I hear that. I'm going, nah, that's just too much, mate. You need to cut that in half.
So how would you do it then?
Where's the producer to come in there and say, I see if that was Kath, she would not have put up with that.
Yeah, you're
you
right.
came up with the idea, you go, nah, that's too much, Ian. Yeah, she was giving you the hand signal that she gives you.
Hey, Willie knows his history.
I would give him the hand signal and the withering look.
Right, Willie, then, how would you do that? Can you sing the line of Africa by Toto as you would like it to be done?
No, I'm totally tone deaf.
Well,
man.
that's the thing, then. You phone up and you criticise them, but you can't...
I know.
It's not constructive criticism, it's just rude criticism, because you can't suggest something better.
And naming your band after a dog.
I'll give you that. I will give you
lazy. It's lazy. See, they go for that for the name of a band, and then they try and show off with a fancy lyric.
I've got a real soft spot for how Scottish people say dog.
Oh,
They sort of say Doug.
I've got
Do you like Doug?
Say it again.
Doug.
Yeah, I love
Can
it.
you say police as well, please?
Police.
I love it, man. Honestly, I love it. I think the Scottish accent, and of course I'm generalising because they're all the wonderful I think it's one of the best accents. Willie, have we ever spoken before?
We have, yes.
When? Not recently.
No, I was a pseudonym last time. I think I phoned up as Jake or PR or
I'm glad that
whatever.
I'm glad you're using
because
your...
I was on shift and you've got to be careful and all that.
You've got to be so careful. Willie, I'm glad you called in
when
under
you're
your
getting
real
paid,
name.
You're getting paid double time and I'm speaking to you on air.
Hey, Willie, nice to talk to you, man. Thank you very much.
Nice talking to you guys. Love it.
Bye-bye, bye-bye. What a nice guy.
Doug.
W. So we need X, we need Y, and we need Z.
X. Xanthi. There we go. There's another story.
There is a story.
And it's the same one.
Oh, I used to really fancy this girl called Xanthi. I met her on a train.
Yeah, followed her off.
Yeah, I did. I followed her off. I followed her off, and I went up to her and I spoke to her. And nowadays, you'd be accused of rape if you did that.
No.
Yes, you would.
No.
Yes, you would. Yes, you would. You'd be publicly shamed on Twitter, and you'd be arrested and castrated and sent to prison and humiliated. All because I stared at a girl on a train and I followed her off for about 10 minutes.
When did you announce yourself? When she put a key in the door?
When she flushed the toilet. Now.
Excuse me.
Did we do that trail at past? Let's do it now, please.
Uncut after-hours conversation for the up-all-night generation. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
We need an X. I'll be honest, we'll take a made-up name. We need a Y and we need a Z. Who just sent me this? Someone just sent me something. Emma, are you an X?
Hello.
Are you an X?
I'm the guy who keeps on calling and pretends to be different letters.
Okay, can you pretend to be an X for us?
Yeah, Xavier.
Thanks very much indeed.
I always thought it was pronounced Xavier, but groovy.
It's his made-up name.
Yep, he knows.
Sharon sent me this. Thank you, Sharon. Exchange in Bristol to play Africa by Toto on loop all night long. It doesn't matter how old you are, so we need a Y and a Z, please. It doesn't matter how old you are or what kind of music into it. It's a fact of life that you've had the privilege. It's a fact of life that you have had the privilege of hearing Africa by Toto. It's also very likely it has made you stretch out your arms into the air, and this is from the Bristol Post, and sing out as loud as you can at least once.
It's a lot of assumptions there.
Most passionately so after a few drinks. This is written terribly. After all, the 1982 banger, it's the second time I've heard a song referred to as a banger today,
I don't think that qualifies as a banger.
is without doubt one of the catchiest songs ever written, has most definitely stood the test of time. It was a huge hit when it was released, reaching the top of the US charts. I wonder if this fella's a listener. I bet he's nicked this idea from me.
He looks like you.
Yeah, I bet he's nicked this idea from me. Reached the top of the US charts and number 3 in the UK, and its appeal has never waned. In fact, this year it has been more ubiquitous than ever, because I play it on the radio. But just how much do you love the infectious hit? Do you think you could hear it on repeat for an entire night? That's at least 5 hours of it and nothing else. Well, soon you'll be able to find out, as the Exchange in Old Market, which is currently trying to become the city's first community-owned music venue, has announced a one-off charity night where it will be the only song played all night long. Bristol DJ Michael Savage, who owns Prime Cut Records. Hello, caller.
Yamanoto, I'm from Japan.
Thank you very much indeed.
Obviously.
Yamanoto. Yamanoto. Right. We need a Z, please, and then we can put this stupid game to rest. Is the man behind... Who owns Prime?
Sorry.
Flipping it, man.
Bang my ring.
Come coming, ride by thumbing.
Ride by thumbing. A ride by thumbing.
You won't be doing that if you banged your ring. Bristol DJ Michael Savage, who owns Prime Cut Records on Gloucester Road, is the man behind the tribute charity night, which takes place on November the 30th. It's tempting, isn't it? Isn't it the idea from me? But it's tempting. I've been DJing all over Bristol for 25 years, and Africa is the one song which has always filled dance floors without fail. Can we get this guy on the show on Monday, please?
Yeah.
It's Michael Savage of Prime Cut Records. Prime Cut's record store. Africa is the one song which has always filled dance floors without fail, Sir Michael. He'll be playing it on vinyl at the event. The idea for this came a few years ago when me and my mate were blind drunk at the pub, of course. We thought it would be funny to do a club night where nothing but Africa is played. The idea... Hello, caller.
Tippy.
Thanks very much indeed. There we go, we finished it. What a joyless exercise that was. We'll read the list out in a minute as if that means anything. The idea got put on the back burner for a while, but a few months back, Yes? Hello?
It's Zach.
Yeah, right. Thanks a lot, Zach. We just had Zippy, and now we've got to go back to S. We just finished.
I was on hold, wasn't I?
We just finished, and now we're back to S.
Idiot.
You idiot. Right, so we're back to S.
No.
Sharon Scott, we've got to start with a T.
I could nominate a tit there.
Unbelievable. The idea got... So we need a T, please. I have a T, please, Bob. The idea got put on the back burner for a while. But a few months back, I decided now is the time to do it. And I can't wait for it to come around. The night will raise money for Temwa, a Bristol-based charity which supports people in remote rural areas of northern Malawi. And for ticket holders who get sick of hearing the original of the song in Exchange's main... This is where it turns into genius. Okay, this is where it turns in from a funny idea to genius. And for ticket holders who get sick of hearing the original of the song in Exchange's main room on the night, the adjoining cafe area will be playing remixes and covers of it. Now that is genius. That is what takes it from being a good gag to being proper genius. Africa is an incredible song, but to be honest, I think it's going to drive me insane, says Michael. It's okay for ticket holders as they can dip in and out. But me and the bar staff... Yes, caller?
Sharon again.
No. We need a T.
Terry?
There we go, boy! Cross out those, cross out that, and we're on to Terry. So, need a U. I doubt we'll ever want to hear it again after the night is over, and I'd therefore like to apologise to all staff working that night. Michael added he's thinking of extending the length of the event in a bid to secure a new Guinness World Record and make history. Let's get him on the show. I like that.
Just tweeted him, then I realised the last tweet was in 2012.
OK, well, maybe if you want part of the lazy liberal media...
I'm not, but it's like...
elite.
It's 20-1, so I thought let's try with Twitter first before I turn up outside his house and bang the door down.
Right, well, I've gone straight to the Facebook page, so...
I've got it here too.
Oh, I went straight there.
Well, you're very old-fashioned.
No, I'm accurate. I knew that Twitter wasn't going to be happening, so I went there. Yes, caller?
I'm a T.
Yeah,
my middle name is Thomas.
Yeah, OK, well, that's a shame, because we're on you. Thanks very much for nothing. Play the adverts.
The wild man of late-night radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Right, 0344 499 1000. We're on you. I hate all of you. So this thing, BBC lawyers have accused tutor to... let's start again. Killjoy BBC bosses have taken legal action against the dance troupe for all sizes that uses the name Strictly Curved. Beeb lawyers have accused tutor Teresa Lawrence, 50, of damaging the corporation's business with her £5 dance lessons in community centres. So this is written as though the BBC are being outrageous. But if they own the copyright to it, they own the copyright to it.
They could do that with anyone, regardless of how big or small their company
If I were to, if a small... Scout group were to use the Sun logo and call themselves the Sun would have the right and probably would send them a cease and desist. Not suing, it's send them a cease and desist.
In fact, it's probably not anyone's decision at the actual BBC. They probably just...
Oh no, it'd be Tony Hall. He'd be there. He'd be sat there touching
Googling.
himself and Googling. Who can we sue? Whose life can we ruin today? She was given a week to stop using anything similar to the Strictly Come Dancing brand, which the broadcaster has trademarked. Well, there you go. So it's the law.
That works.
But Teresa said, we're fuming. This is completely over the top. Her classes run... Hello, caller.
Hello, it's Ulysses. Bye.
Thank you, Ulysses. There we go.
It's a fine name.
Ulysses. I can't spell it, but put it. We need a V next.
ULYSSES.
Hello, caller. We need a V.
Are you?
No, we need a V. It's me, but we need a V. Okay, that's okay. Hello, caller. We need a V.
Oh, hi guys. It's Victoria here.
Thanks for the call, Victoria. W, for those too dim to work out the alphabet. Her classes run 3 times a week across Essex and attract women with 12 to 30 dress sizes. That's a lot of dress sizes for one woman to have between 12 and 30 dress sizes. Wow. That is a lot. I'm going to hammer this gag home. So, let me read that again.
I'm standing back because I don't want anything to do with it.
Her classes run 3 times a week across Essex and attract women with 12 to 30 dress sizes. Imagine having that many dress sizes. I would have thought a woman would have had one dress size, and maybe it fluctuates a little bit either side. But to have between 12 and 30 of them?
Okay, that'll do.
Her Facebook page says they are dedicated to people with curves and a fuller figure. Teresa of Basildon. Can you pull up her Facebook page? Strictly Curved. Teresa of Basildon applied to trademark the name Strictly Curved in August. It's her fault. She
put her head above the parapet.
She put her head above the parapet. Hello, caller. We need a W.
Wonka.
I beg your pardon? What did you call me?
Wonka.
Get out of here, you pervert. Block him. We're not having a pervert like that. Hello, caller. Could do with a W if you've got one.
Hello, my name is Wesley. Bye.
OK, thank you, Wesley. We need an X. Looking for an X, caller.
Xavi.
Sorry?
Xavi. X-A-V-I.
Say that, spell it again.
X-A-V-I.
Xavi.
Yeah. So, short for Xavier.
OK. Xavier's not a name.
Yes, it is.
Javier.
No, that's the Catalan spelling. Xavi.
We need a Y.
Hello, love. It's Sharon again.
Right, OK. Well, we need a Y, Sharon.
What's the Y problem, is it?
Well, no, he's right. She's right. It's not. Sorry, I misgendered you. Teresa of Basildon applied to trademark the name. Well, then, she deserves this. Strictly Curved in August after launching her classes. Well, you can't.
She should have kept it strictly zipped.
Yeah, exactly. You do it on the sly. Good luck to you, right?
Yeah, like that bloke who had. There's a Teco Express in Manchester.
Yeah.
And then Singsbury's.
Singsbury's was good. Keep it to yourself, but then don't go. Oh, I'm going to try and trademark my stolen name. But the BBC's lawyers sprang into action on Monday and demanded she change the name. We could do with a Y.
Yukon.
What did you call me?
Yukon.
I go away. How rude. Do you hear what he called me?
Yukon.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I nearly pressed the dump button there. Need a Z and then we can put this stupid thing to rest. But the BBC's lawyers sprang into action. Hang on a second. We need a Z.
Hello?
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 Hello there, caller.
This is Zane Zoo.
Zane Zoo?
Yes.
Hey! That's a double... they both begin with Z. Z, do they?
Yeah.
We're locked in, Zane!
And that's the end of the game.
OK, well, no.
Lovely.
No, it's not. Now we're on to round 2.
No.
Now we're on to round 2. Zane, you might stick around for round 2, because you might be able to do it. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to do the round 2 of the alphabet game. So, sorry? We have to work backwards.
No.
To see if we can get back to A before Martin Kellner at 1.
No more.
So, Zane, we're going to start with you.
Right.
Zane Zoo. But to make it a bit more complicated, we're going to do... we're going to try and fill in all the ages between 15 and 100. So, Zane, how old are you?
47.
47. Zane, thank you very much indeed. So now we want someone... Oh, I've got to cut him off. Hang on. There we go. So now we want someone whose name begins with a Y, who's 46. We're going to work backwards. So we want someone who's... Caller, we really need someone whose name begins with a Y. This is round 2. Who is...
Alan.
What?
Round 2.
Yeah.
Alan.
No. We're working backwards.
Yallen, you say?
Yallen. And we need...
Oh, yeah, that'll do, yeah.
But you have to be 46 years old.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm 46, yeah.
What year were you born?
46 years ago.
Thanks very much indeed. OK, this is great.
Totally legit.
Hello, caller. We need a 45-year-old whose name begins with X.
I'm so tired.
OK. OK.
Is this my inner monologue?
How old are you, caller? 45?
31.
No. Then you can't play. Hello, caller. How old are you?
69.
What did you call me? Get out of it. What sexual deviant? Phoning up. We need a 46-year-old whose name begins with X, please. And can you tell Martin that he can't do his show until we've completed round 5. We're only on round 2. Teresa called the Beeb petty and stupid.
Ooh.
I would call them law-abiding and protecting their interests. Adding, all I wanted to do was provide an environment where people who are body conscious could enjoy themselves and learn how to dance.
You can still do that, just don't call it that.
Just call it, I don't know, curved dancing or curvy dancing or dancing for curve. You call it, there's loads of things you can do. Fit and fabulous. That's not bad, actually, fit and fabulous.
Fit and fabulous.
I only get 30 people to each class. Strictly Come Dancing has 10 million viewers. How could anyone confuse the two? Have you listened to this show? The letter sent by the BBC's Intellectual Property Department applauded Teresa for her initiative. But it said her branding is likely to confuse and or mislead the public and make them believe your offering is somehow connected with, licensed or endorsed by the BBC. Come Dancing ran on the BBC for 50 years until 1998. 1998, they were still showing that rubbish. And it was rubbish.
It was quite late night, wasn't it?
It was like 11 or something, half 10, 11, wasn't it?
And you go, oh, do you know what? I'll go
Bedtime now. That's why they put it on. The updated Strictly version with celebrities launched in 2004 and is understood to have taken inspiration from the 1992 film Strictly Ballroom, although it is not connected with the bad behaviour of the main character in that film, but because its tongue was firmly in its cheek and it was glamorous.
You just made that up.
I did not make that up. That's actually written
Show me
there.
it. Show me.
It's finished, that story now. Story is finished.
I've got a story about tongues in cheeks.
Hello, caller. How old are you?
45? 45.
Happy birthday. And does your name begin with an X?
XL. I'm Chinese.
Thank you very much indeed. A lot of Chinese callers tonight.
Toothbrush company is...
Oh, this is outrageous.
It's forced to apologise over its spit or swallow advert aimed at female fresher students after it was branded gross and inappropriate. The ad for Brushbox, and they called it Brushbox.
Brushbox.
A London-based toothbrush subscription service.
Whoa, what the heck?
No.
Hang on, what? Why are you subscribed? You buy a toothbrush, you're supposed to change it every 6 months.
You don't. You remember when it looks horrible.
4 or 5 years later, when it's, it's a bit manky and the kids have had it on the floor, you go, I might treat myself to a new... Then you see the price of toothbrushes, you go, it'll be fine for another couple of years.
The ad for Brushbox, a London-based toothbrush subscription service, was included in a welcome pack given to students at the University of Sussex. It read, whether you spit or swallow as part of your daily oral regime, place your oral health on autopilot with Brushbox.
Oh, Martin scared the life out of me. I didn't see you come in. I was miles away. You scared the life out of me.
I was just listening to all the filth.
Hang on a minute. Cat's filth, go on.
The other side of the beer mat
Yeah.
featured a suggestive close-up of a woman's mouth as she spits out her toothpaste.
No,
Dirty
naughty. Well, that whole spit or swallow thing, that's a lazy... but I don't get what a subscription toothpaste...
Well, there's razors now, aren't there?
Yeah.
Where you can get them.
I tell you what I bought today. I ordered it today. I bought an electric razor.
Oh, right.
Because I was in... Because I went and had a haircut today, and he did under my neck, and he did it with an electric. And I've never used an electric. I used an electric years ago, and it was rubbish. So I always do a wet shave. And I said, this is a very boring story, by the way.
No, it's interesting.
Look, and I said, that electric razor is incredible. He went, yeah, it's only 20 quid. I've ordered one. Ooh, yes.
I bought a really expensive one for my husband once as a sort of present, a big present for like Christmas.
Yeah.
It's crap. He hurt him.
Yeah. Was it a long time ago?
Yeah, it was fair while
Apparently
ago.
technology has come
They're
on
getting
a long
good,
way
aren't they?
since
Yeah.
then.
I've got 3 in the drawer, at home, because people have brought me them for Christmas, and I never use them.
Well, I will come in. I'll tell you what, I should get this tomorrow, Monday. I'm going to come in, I'm going to shave the old neck. Because I just have a little thing like that, and I can't always be bothered to do a wet shave for that. So I'm going to come in on Monday, we'll try it out on air, and that'll be fun. That'll fill 20 minutes.
Yeah, easy.
It's all this.
Consumer test.
As Martin, you've been doing this for years, it's all filler.
Yeah,
All
totally
we're trying to do
filler.
is come up with ways to fill up airtime.
It's bizarre, isn't it?
It's
Well,
rubbish. What have you got
ridiculous
tonight,
thing
Martin
to
Kelner?
Well, a lot of stuff, fantastic stuff. It's not just filler.
Come on.
I've got, filling the show for us tonight, Barry Cryer is on, talking about Dennis Norden, because obviously both veterans of comedy writing and all that. And apparently...
Cat's not a fan of Norden, just...
You're not a fan of Norden?
Well, I didn't wish him dead, though. Don't say that.
Well, if you did wish him dead, you weren't doing it very well, because he lasted till he was 96.
96, isn't it?
Yeah. So why don't you like him?
I just thought he went on.
Oh,
well, he did for 96 years.
I know I didn't appreciate the delivery. I thought it was...
Oh, you mean It'll Be All Right in the Night?
Because that was only like a tiny part of his thing. But you'll remember, Martin, when It'll Be All Right in the Night started, I remember the first one going out. We'd never seen anything like it. We'd never seen... You know, TV was 3 channels, I guess, then. This slick thing, we'd never seen people swearing and forgetting their lines and doors not opening. And it was like, whoa...
And of course, once people knew about it, then everybody who did a blooper, every
they milked it.
Regional newsreader said,
there's good. I was on a blooper show. I don't know. I think it was one of the It'll Be All Right in the Nights. Every time it gets shown, 250 quid.
Really?
Yeah, okay, little check through the post.
Wow.
It's me dropping a rabbit in a briefcase.
Yeah. Well, Richard Whiteley used to have a big house in the countryside near Richmond in Yorkshire, and I assume he must have bought that because of the ferret that bit his finger.
Yeah,
because that was one of the
classic.
best. That was one of the best, and that was shown. I mean, the thing about it, It'll Be All Right on the Night. The format went all over the world.
Yeah.
So obviously, if you had a clip, those 250 quid, you must have got a few yen and quite a few rubles, and probably in those days you would have got drachmas. And escudos.
I suppose it was before. It was before the
Euro.
That's how old I am. That's how young I was when I dropped a rabbit in the street.
Yeah.
I think it died, a rabbit. Anyway,
we've got
carry on. We're going down the dark corridor.
And we've also got, because it is 2018, of course, 100 years since the end of the First World War.
Yes.
And
you're pointing at me in a very accusatory way. I had nothing to do with that war.
It wasn't anything to do with it.
Well,
I'd heard differently.
To do with it, Martin.
I'd heard differently, but anyway.
There's rumours, you see.
The Imperial War Museum have collected a load of voices of people who are... Because nobody is alive now who remembers the First World War. So through the 70s and 80s, they made sure, and thank God they did, they made sure they collected the memories of people who were actually there. And now there's an exhibition opening at the Imperial War Museum in Lambeth, and you can go and listen to all these
great
voices.
Pictures in some of the papers today. World War I pictures colourised. I'm against colourisation, but those pictures are incredible. Martin, we're done. We're going.
Excellent.
We're
Well,
out of
go.
here. Brighton, if you're coming to see us tomorrow in Brighton, we will see you then. Otherwise, Kath and I'll be back on Monday. Thank you, Holly. Stay tuned. Kellner is up after the news.